There we go. There we go. Hi, my loves. It's Destin Choice, and you're watching Choice TV, but specifically Alive. I'm going to get right to the point. I'm going to get to a lot of y'all comments later, but I wanted to get on here and talk about a lot of topics. For one, let me read some of y'all comments before I even get into it. Not the tariffs. Don't talk about the tariffs. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about the tariffs. You know what's so crazy about the tariffs? People are like going crazy about designer bags and all that stuff, and now they got to go to China now, or if they want to still shop at Shein, they have to go all the way to China just to get it. Y'all really should go. You'd be really surprised. Don't even just go to China. Listen, I'm not going to say what I want to say about China because I still want to go there, but China, China. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, you don't have to go to China directly. There's a lot of places you can go. You can go to Morocco. You can go to Malaysia. You can go to India. You can get a lot of those knockoffs. Like a lot of the purses that y'all see that are made with the same quality, it's all the same stuff. You could just literally go directly to a lot of these Asian countries and find it. I'm not gonna say what I want to say about China because I'm like, oh my god, I still want to go there. And again, you all know China's kind of crazy with those universal social credit scores. And the way China's set up, when you're an American, you gotta get a visa to go. You can't just walk up in there and be like, all right, konnichiwa, mother, let me in. You got to get a whole visa, and then there's parts of China that you can enter with certain visas, and then the visa has to get approved. And oh my god. Anyways, so let's see. Where was I? I'm gonna be real with you. I took forever to get straight into the shower because I was too busy looking up this Shannon Sharpe situation, which is something I want to talk about in this live stream. So I was just like, oh my god, I was literally deep dive. Like, wait, Shannon's into what? BDSM? Wait, what? Shannon Sharpe has like all types of crazy, like weird fetishes, which I'm not gonna judge, but I'm shocked. But he likes to record his encounters, his bang bang encounters, and then he also likes to do BDSM stuff. For those who aren't from America and aren't familiar with American slang, is basically when you're tied up and somebody's whipping you and you're into like punishment, choking, all types of stuff. That's his fetish. That's what he's into. But what's so weird is he was recording that stuff, and apparently he was recording these things without her consent. And then I don't know if this is true or not, but that's what the Jane Doe, the woman who's anonymous, that's what she claims. She claims that Shannon Sharpe was out here recording stuff without her consent. And then Shannon Sharpe got recorded by her without his consent. So she had her own little recording of Shannon Sharpe doing all types of crazy stuff. And it was a 30-second clip of him like punishing her. And they're using that trimmed up clip to make it seem like he's a predator and a whole bunch of other stuff and so much more. And to be honest with you, is she lying? I don't know. Is she telling the truth? Maybe. I haven't done a dedicated video yet because I've just been keeping tabs. But apparently her team even like reached out to Shannon Sharpe, and Shannon Sharpe said this is a glorified attempt at blackmail and all types of stuff. And then on top of that, Shannon Sharpe even went as far as to even try to settle this behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like Shannon Sharpe's team tried to reach out to her. You can look all this stuff up. He tried to reach out to her and even offer her like a $10 million settlement. Come to find out, she completely rejected the settlement because she wants $50 million. So she's coming for blood. But I kind of also do side at her as well because in my head, why in the are you recording it secretly just to like have a whole clip and use that as leverage? Or maybe she has more clips. But then again, it's kind of hard to even have any sympathy for Shannon Sharpe because he's had a history since the 90s of, being a little frisky with a lot of women, touching women a certain way in terms of like, being hostile, abusive relationships and so much more. And what's so even crazy is this same accuser was in a relationship with Shannon Sharpe for years, not a committed relationship, but they were in an on and off situationship on and off for years. So that's more stuff that I found out. I'm like, wait, so is this a situation where the fucking lady's just bitter because she can't be with him? Is this a situation where he really did do all that stuff, but she has Stockholm syndrome and she felt like she had to stay? That stuff is getting really scary, but I just want to say that I'm waiting for everything to unfold. And let's see, hey, April, and I'm going to also say that I'm also going to be attending the Diddy trial. I'm going to try to go. I don't think I'm going to make it to the first one because the first one is on Cinco de Mayo. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking go to the court case on Cinco de Mayo. I don't have time for that. But I actually do really want to go to the Diddy trial. So the Diddy trial is going to start on May 5th. So literally like in a week, literally in a week. The trial's in a week. So I want to go to that, but I don't think I'm going to make it. But the thing is with trials, if y'all didn't know, you can actually walk in. So if you're not from America, you can literally walk into any trial. Like, fun fact, I was actually at the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez trial. Yeah, I was at that trial. But I went to like the sentencing when we found out Tory Lanez ended up getting 10 years. That's what I went to, the final one, because it was literally like 18 cases and it lasted for like 2 years, as you guys know. So it was like 18 days, 18 different days. Sometimes there were gaps between the days, and I just went to the final one. But the Diddy situation is going to be interesting, and I had to say it in person because they're not going to let people into the courthouse. They're not going to let people like in. Well, they're going to let you in like normal because all court cases are open, but they're not going to let you film. So if you're coming there to record, they're not going to let you. Like that's going to immediately get you kicked out. Like people will do weird, all types of crazy stuff, try to secretly record stuff. If they find that, you're in serious trouble. So cameras aren't allowed. The media's not allowed. So now we got to rely on them fucking lame ass sketch artists to make them little ugly ass pictures of Diddy and Cassie. And then we got to rely on the media to tell us things and what they saw, what they observed, and so much more. And another thing, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Going to court cases, especially high profile court cases, are a fucking mess. Like it's so many people. Then I'm not gonna lie, I had this crazy situation when I went to the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion trial, where basically it's a clipboard. You have to put your name on the list. As I was putting my name on the list, there's like 18 spots, right? So basically, they let the first set of 18 people come in, and then after that, they like rotate to some degree. Like, okay, the first 18 people come in, and then eventually some people will leave, and then eventually, like first come, first serve. But then there's like an 18 priority list. Like if there's space, they might squeeze you in. But essentially, I put my name like number 4 on the list because I showed up there early as fuck in the morning. And then when it was time to go in, tell me why somebody crossed out my name and then they put their name where my spot was. Like I was number 4. They put like their name next to my name to cross me out. And they did this to several people because when it was time to go in, a lot of people came in like last minute and they ran to that clipboard and they were just scratching shit off because so basically it's I don't even think it's 18. I think it's like a list of 50. They let 50 people in, and basically I think they only let half the people in at first. They let a certain half in, and then the other half can come in afterwards. So basically they crossed out my name, and that's a common thing. And then I remember I immediately went to the lady who put the clipboard, the police officer, right? She put the clipboard on the door of the courtroom. And I remember I walked up to her and I was like, wait, I didn't even get to go in. And she was like, well, you should put your name on the list. And I was like, well, I was on the list. And she looked at me and she was like, okay, what's your name? I was like, Choice. She looked at the list and she's like, where is it? She showed me the list. And I'm like, my name was literally right there at number 4. And she said to me, see, that's why you always keep your eyes on the list. You never take your eyes off the list. I'm like, bitch, isn't that, I didn't say that. I wanted to because I didn't want to get kicked out. I was like, isn't that your fucking job? That's your job. What you mean I can't take my eyes off the list? She put it directly on the door and people were free to just put their names on, and somebody crossed me out so they can go in early and get first dibs. So I'm going to make sure that when I go to the Diddy trial, I'm going to make sure that I'm keeping my eyes on that list because it's basically it's like 50 slots and they only let a certain amount of people in per period. Like, okay, at 1 p.m. it starts. You can come this time. 3 p.m. is when part 2 starts because we got to take a break in between. You can put your name on the list again. That's kind of what it is. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I did not read your comment, but I will read. I'm from Florida, and we had a flea market that had knockoffs, and everyone was in there. Although my sis even sold those knockoffs, but people always bought them, and it looked real and felt real. Yeah, I'm going to guarantee right now that there's a high chance that flea market doesn't exist anymore because America has been knuckling down on knockoffs. Because it's not because of the fact that like Louis Vuitton and Fendi, they're like scared of like making people get fake items. They're scared because they don't want people to realize the truth. A lot of the knockoff items that people get look so real because it's the same thing. You know how when you gotta like look at it and see like the branding and the barcode and stuff. If you get a good knockoff, a lot of times they usually put it like, they usually just like have it like on display, like Foot Locker or a shoe store. And then when you actually look at it, there's no branding. There's no like Italian code 00823. When it gets flown out to China, like when it gets flown out from China to Italy, that's when Italy puts their branding on it and they stitch it in like, okay, made in Italy. And then they fluff it up a little bit, clean it up a little bit, make sure the letter looks good. And it's like, all right, this one can go to America. This one can go all overseas. This one can go on the shelf. Okay, this one's not good enough. Let's throw that one out. It's all the same stuff. They're paying like $20 to $30 to get their Chinese distributors to make the product and everything with the same material and all that stuff. The only difference is it's just missing like a plate or two, or it's not made exactly how they would want. And then they just send it off to like Morocco or Nigeria or wherever. But a lot of times they're making $30. They're literally paying $30 for them to make these bags just to charge y'all $2,000 for the same bag. Like that YSL like little shoulder bag, that black YSL shoulder bag that a lot of people like to wear. That shit, like you can go to Africa, like Morocco, for example. I found those bags in Morocco for literally like $40. And it was nice as hell. It looked so real. Like I went for my friend and she absolutely loved it. And I'm like looking at reviews and photos of it on the internet. And I'm like, wait, that's literally the same exact bag. I don't even see a difference. So before you buy those $2,000 bags, maybe take a trip to Morocco and go to the big city, which is Marrakech. That's like the big flashy city in Morocco. And go there, or go to China and go to Shanghai or any little big popular tourist area, popular market in China, and go buy your designer stuff there. It'll be cheaper than buying that bag. You can get a trip to China for about $1,100 round trip, and then you can also get a nice hotel for like literally $300 for the week or weekend. Nice hotel. If you want to go cheaper, you can go $150 for a nice Airbnb for the weekend, and then you could just go shopping and get a shit ton of stuff for like $700 and then bring it all back home to you. But you gotta be careful though, because sometimes if customs want to check you, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what's this for? You trying to sell this stuff? What's going on?" Because they will take it, or they will make like tax you for it if you don't declare it. So just be like, it's a gift. It's a gift for my mom. It's a gift for a friend. Be careful, because America has been trying to knuckle down on these knockoffs, and so has a lot of European countries. So be careful. But that's not all countries. Like some countries in the world are like, nah, we don't play that shit with knockoffs. Who are you talking about? She's 19. Oh, you're talking about the 19-year-old girl. He has sick tendencies with Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, he's into that kind of stuff. I will start reading comments. So if you have a question, feel free to ask. And if for those of y'all who are just coming in, you can watch the playback. I just started. I just got on live, and you can always ask me whatever question you want me to answer now. Let's see. Start posting more vids. I'll be bored at work. I've been posting all the past 2 weeks consistently. This whole month, I'd be bored at work with nothing to listen to. I want to post more though. I still got more video ideas. It's just, oh my God, I'm just trying to like crank them out. I was trying to post a video today and then also go live, but I just did not have the time. I didn't have the fucking time. I just didn't. So I was like, I'm gonna just go live. Is this a bun? I know what you're talking about. I believe this was her plan all doing. Yeah, with the Shannon Sharpe stuff. Absolutely. But I don't know. Maybe there's more to it. So Posh Smith, he talks about celeb news. Why the hell wouldn't he be talking about Diddy? We all want updates to fuck. I guess somebody asked, why am I talking about Diddy? Thank you for the super chat, Jazz. I appreciate that. Hey, Trace, did you ever have a bad habit or addiction you had to quit to level yourself up? I just can't seem to quit smoking my life away. Let's see. What can I say that's safe for the internet? I had an addiction to, because I'm like, I had an addiction to Instagram. I'll be honest. And then it stopped me from getting work done. There was a point in my life where, and then also food delivery apps. Like y'all know Uber Eats and stuff like that. I used to be addicted. I used to treat it just like Instagram, because those apps are designed to kind of make you be addicted, and then you come back because you're always chasing dopamine. You ever catch yourself going on those food delivery apps and you're like, ooh, pretty colors, ooh, nice sandwich. Like it's designed to make you scroll through like Instagram or like Amazon. That's why they made it that way. So I personally used to be addicted to those food delivery apps, and then I started deleting them. And then once I deleted them, my life completely improved. Like I used to like spend $600 a month on eating out, not even going out to eat to go live my life, but just ordering food. Like, oh, I'm gonna order this. Oh, I'm gonna order that. Now it'd probably be more, because of the way inflation is going, it'd probably be way more. But I was paying like $600 a month on buying sandwich. Oh my God, those wings look so good. And then I would eat it and I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like this shit is all slimy and all weak. And then I would look at the reviews and the food would be trash. And then sometimes I found out that people are literally making ghost kitchens where they're literally fucking starting some raggedy ass, dumbass kitchen in their fucking basement. And they're just like, okay, here's a salad bowl, throw some salad in there, put some like diced up Tyson chicken in there, add some little shriveled up onions. Okay, that's about $22 for tropical exotic salad. They package it and they're doing it literally in their basement that they got certified to serve food in. And all they needed was like their food prep license. And if you're a good cook and you want to make some extra money, just have a fancy little storefront name on Uber Eats or those food delivery apps and just completely just have fun. You'd be surprised. You can make a lot of money off of people who have food delivery app addictions if you just have some pretty pictures. So my advice to you, I didn't answer your question, is to just simply ask yourself this. Is this stopping me from achieving my goals? Am I being stupid? Am I a slave to this? If the answer is yes, then you got to find a replacement. My replacement to like food delivery apps was I just simply just realized inflation. My bank account is getting lower. I'd rather just buy some groceries, or I'll tell myself this before I literally click swipe and I click yes on ordering food delivery. I'll be like, wait, how much would it cost if I bought groceries on Instacart? So if you're in America, we have an app called Instacart, or wherever you live, in London, wherever you live. If you live in the UK, y'all have Postmates, and I think y'all have Uber Eats or whatever. You can literally, or Hopper, I think, you can literally buy groceries. You can have groceries delivered to your door. So ask yourself, will this food that I'm going to eat and enjoy for 1 hour, be long lasting, or can I stretch this food? And if the answer is no, then no. So find something else to replace it. For me, it was replacing it with grocery shopping apps like Amazon Fresh or Instacart. Replace it. What's something else you like? If you like to, puff, get you a nice little a vape pen from the store, and just get a vape pen, like a vape pen with a little bit of THC in it. Puff it, boom, you're good. That's like gonna help you calm down a little bit. If you don't want to do that, then honestly, the only thing I could think of is, I mean, you could smoke lavender. Like if y'all didn't know, you can actually smoke lavender. You can get fresh lavender at the fucking store, and you can literally put it in a blunt and smoke it. And lavender doesn't get you all like weed does. It's cheaper than weed. You can get a bunch of lavender for like $4, organic too. So smoke some lavender. It's aromatherapy and it's great for you as well. Let's see, not using the kick habit. It takes 21 days not using a kick habit. Most definitely try that. It's hard, but it helped me so much. Hey, Choice, love the content. I'm having a rough day and I feel awful. Any advice on how to cheer up fast? My best advice on how to cheer up fast is you just simply gotta remind yourself that it's time to either get back to work because you got money to make and you got goals to commit, because that's what works for me. I don't know about you, but just remind yourself, like, damn, like, am I happy with what my life is looking? Like, could I be working harder? The best way to honestly not be so depressed and upset is to just be productive. Think of something you can do. Like, have you ever always wanted to start a YouTube channel? You ever thought about wanting to create a TikTok? I mean, post how you're feeling on TikTok. Post how you're feeling on YouTube. Go on live. Even go on the Bigo app, or go on what is it? What's that other app? Twitch, and just go on there for fun and just to see who comes in. Just talk your shit and just ignore the comments and just have fun and express yourself. And if you sometimes are feeling sad and down, sometimes all you need is just let it go. Just like how you feel better when you talk to somebody, that's what would work for me. That's why YouTube works pretty good for me when I'm feeling down, or anything. Just go live. You just need a creative outlet to express yourself. So just find something creative, even if it's just painting, or just get a canvas if you don't like the internet, and then just start painting your fucking ass off. Go to an art class, like a sip, smoke, and paint, or a sip and paint. You need a creative outlet. That's what you need. Thank you for the super chat. All in need. I appreciate your 99 cents. All in me. I don't know how to say your name, but thank you. I've seen those. I've seen those. They're like fake businesses. Yep. What are you going to do a meet and greet in LA? I should do a meet and greet in LA. I will 100% do a meet and greet in LA because I literally live here. So it's just like, why not? I'm gonna do one. That'll be like the first city I do one in like the recent years, because why not? Because I've done a meet and greet in London because I was curious. It's like my favorite city in the world, and it's just like, when is anybody ever going to see me again in London? And then when I did a meet and greet in London, there were more people that were just like, "Oh my god, I missed it. I should have came. Oh my god, I didn't even know you were in London." And then there were people that I ran into after the meet and greet that were like, "Oh my god, like what the fuck are you doing here?" Like, and I told them I had a meet and greet, and they're like, "Wait, what? I didn't even know that." So yes, I'll do one in LA. Let's see. For me, for addiction, you mean? I started taking on hobbies that required me to slow up on smoking, like the gym, hiking. Now I primarily do edibles and the THC oil. Great idea. So somebody said, let's see. Thank you, Matt Artlong, first of all, for the super chat. And you said, did you watch Sinners? If so, did you like it? I did not watch Sinners at all. I'm like the only person on the end that hasn't watched it because people are talking about it, but I will watch it. Did y'all like it? Let me know. Let me know if y'all liked it. Did you see Candace Owens regretting voting for Trump, saying he's destroying America's future? Candace Owens says I mean, honestly, it appears to me Loki feels like she regrets it because Trump was very standoffish towards her. She walked up to Trump one time and she told this whole story on YouTube. You could literally look it up. And Trump was very standoffish, like literally like annoyed by her because she has some, opinions about Trump. And a lot of things. But long story short, she got very annoyed and she decided to tell a story time on YouTube about how he was standoffish and rude. And then on top of that, she got fired from the Daily Wire because she stopped talking about, Negroes going through their shit. She started talking about the Jewish community and how a lot of them are doing crazy shit in Palestine. And all of a sudden, she had a lot of things to say. And they called her anti-sweet potato pie. I'm not going to say the word, but they called her anti-Semitic. And for the most part, they basically expected her to apologize, and she refused on their platform, and then they fired her ass. And it's so funny how they were so keen on having Candace Owens talk about all everything, and then they flipped on her, switched up on her, and told her, we want you out of here after she said what she said about the Jew community. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But no, I did not see that, but I would definitely look into that. Love Instacart. Yes, use Instacart. A lot of y'all who use these food delivery apps, y'all don't realize that you could be using. Or how about this? Instacart. I use Instacart and I use Too Good to Go. I remember I talked about this in the YouTube video, in Unpopular Opinions, I think. But Too Good to Go is really good. That's an app where people where restaurants who are about to throw away food, they just package it and say, instead of throwing it out, perfectly good food at the end of the day, we'll just package it and give it to whoever wants it. I've done this at bakeries and it's been good. I've done this at Krispy Kreme and only paid $6 for a big ass box of donuts. But the only thing is you can't pick your box. They get to pick whatever they give you. So someone said Mary J. Blige has a secret. It's regarding her Dutch athlete boyfriend, formerly of Russia. His identity, what he's done, and his current location because of what he's done. What's so crazy? One of Mary Jane's victims. So Mary Jane Byron, for those who don't know, she's a scamming Christian. She's the girl who went around scamming people and telling people, "Send me $2,000 and you could travel the world with me. Just Cash App, Zell it to me, and I'll show you the world." And then people would send her money, and then she would block their ass and be like, "Hey, got your money, bitch." Anyways, can you guys on YouTube send me money? Like that'd be her, and she's still begging for money to this day. And I still got a lot more to say, but we're just gonna leave it at that. But basically, somebody who was a victim of her did send me who her man was. And I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what somebody sent me. So I know who her man is. And we'll save that for another day if I'm actually right. I don't know if I'm right or not. Oh, yeah, you're catching me live. Is this your first live? I appreciate you for coming and tuning in. Do you still think Trump is the lesser of two evils? No comment. I'll be back. I'll have an answer to that question in a year. At that particular time, when it came to the dude who likes to sniff kids, I felt like he was the lesser of two evils at that time. At this election, I'm just like I kind of just tuned out. Like, you know what I mean? Like once I saw Kamala Harris saying, "I'm not just gonna do anything for just Black people. I'm just for everybody. I'm just for everybody." Like she just laughs a lot. Like when I'm doing for everybody. Like that's what I was just like, all right, now I'm gonna check out. Take care, y'all. Enjoy. And I was in Barcelona just enjoying life. And if y'all have never been to Barcelona, Spain, y'all need to fucking go. It is so much more affordable than I expected. It's like Alabama affordable, like Mississippi affordable. So that's what I would say about Barcelona. Barcelona is a vibe for sure. And eating out, and first of all, you can get a nice glass of sangria and a glass of wine for like fucking $2. You can buy a bottle of wine for like $3. Barcelona, Spain is lit. I was in Barcelona when all that stuff was happening, so I kind of tuned out of politics. I didn't care. Hey, Jazz, Jay. Let's see. How you do with social anxiety? First of all, thank you for the super chat. I'm not sure what AED currency is. What's AED currency? Let me look that up real quick. How I deal with social anxiety is simply just make sure I just dress and look the part all the time. I always try to like prioritize presentation. What the fuck? AED is US dollar? That's weird. I try to look presentable as much as I can, but basically I try to just look good all the time. On top of that, I kind of told myself to stop being so self-absorbed because sometimes that's what social anxiety is. And you're worried about people judging you, but you don't ever realize that you're probably judging everybody in that room. You go to that party, you go into that classroom, and you think everybody's judging you. Bitch, everything's not about you. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about nobody's fucking paying attention to you because they got their own fucking problems? And once I told myself that over and over again, it got better. But then again, that's different for other people. What also helped me was exposure therapy. So I exposed myself more. A lot of times social anxiety is just, you're fearful of being perceived and it prevents you from living your life. I started solo traveling because I didn't have a choice but to interact with people who speak freaking Spanish and Italian and Portuguese. So going to random countries by myself, even with a buddy, helps too. Put me in a predicament where I had to socialize because I didn't have a choice but to. And even if they are judging me, I don't fucking speak their fucking language. What are the odds of me seeing them ever again? I don't fucking live here. So that is what helped. And you can just do that information what you will. Hey, hi. Let's see. Vapes are still a bad choice. I mean, yeah, they are. Let more information come out about vapes before we completely rule them out. But yeah, vapes aren't the best. But I mean, if you're not, you're right. Vapes aren't the best. But I mean, I gave a few suggestions. Let's see. Oh, it's cheaper to buy your own food from groceries. I'm gonna catch up with these comments. I just gotta catch up. Is her boyfriend real? Has anyone seen him before? I've seen him before. I've seen before. I just don't know if it's real. You know what I mean? I mean, do y'all want to tell y'all who Mary Jane Byram's secret man is? I don't know if it's true or not. Like that's just what somebody told me. Like again, like I'm gonna say alleged if I do show y'all, but I don't know if it's true. Like he's apparently a famous soccer player, so he's a public figure. Like he's not somebody that's in the crevices like a roach. Like a roach, he's an actual public figure. And when I saw him, I'm like, soccer players make mad money. Why the fuck isn't she begging his ass for money? Hi, Troyce. Woke up in the middle of the night and caught your live love from the UK. First of all, thank you so much for watching me from the UK. I love the UK. I still got to visit Wales, and I got to go to the visit Petty page, obviously. Mary Jane Byram got me for the hair oils. She got you for the hair oils? Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, a lot of people have reached out to me about them oils. Like what was it? Those oils, those trips that she never promised people. Oh, clothes that she offered to sell people in her little closet store where she was selling clothes that she didn't use anymore. Yeah, she got a lot of people. And people to this day would be like, why you talk about that scammer girl so much? Why you talk about Mary Jane? Like, why can't you just leave her alone? Why the fuck would I leave her alone? I mean, I've been scammed, you've been scammed, we've all been scammed. I'm not gonna stop making videos until she decides to make an apology video or she decides to actually speak on how she just took money from all these fucking people and just literally fucked up people's day. Like, how you just take people's money and then just block them and run off? That's just very shitty. And I said that personal as someone that's been scammed because I don't listen. When somebody scams me, I wanted to have them touched and I wanted to have their mama touched just for having them. But you can't do that in the real world. So yeah, I don't play about scammers. I don't like that because that's not right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, for social anxiety, also get evaluated by a psychiatrist if you want to. I mean, if you feel like you check out the boxes, but just still talk to a psychiatrist. Let's see. When I'm depressed, I don't want to do anything. I understand when you're depressed, you want to do shit, but productivity is the best thing to get out of depression. Like, I know people don't like to hear that, but if you're depressed, you got to get up and go do some shit. Okay. Like, open up those blinds and try something. And I'll tell y'all something that I feel like is safe for the internet that I don't oftentimes tell people. When I'm feeling depressed and low and bored and not open to like get outside the house, or if you're struggling to get out of bed because you don't feel like going to work and nothing like that, this is what I do. Again, if you're under 18, do not take my advice. Oh my God. Because again, like I know some of y'all probably watching with y'all parents. I microdose mushrooms, right? That's what I do if I'm feeling like low and grungy, like, oh, like I don't want to feel like doing anything. Microdosing mushrooms have tended to help me a lot. Like I used to take ADHD and medication shit like that, and then I got bored of that shit. And it's too fucking expensive. I started microdosing shrooms, like a little tiny amount. Like, you know, they sell them in edibles. In California, you could buy like little chocolate edibles. You could buy them in like you can buy them in like look cookies and cream edibles. You can get them in like strawberry shortcake edibles, and then just eat them. Get them from a reputable seller. Eat a tiny, 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 tiny amount. Because again, mushrooms have a bad rep because people just like, oh my god, like, oh my god, it's like it comes from the earth. A lot of Native Americans used to do it. A lot of Peruvians do it, and a lot of people do it from a lot of different tribes. Like it's a popular thing. So I just do it. And it's mushroom. Mushrooms grow from fungus. It grows from cow shit, you know, shit like that. And that rubs people the wrong way. But that's what's helped me. Microdosing. Because when you microdose, you kind of start to appreciate life a little more, and it helps you kind of organize your thoughts. Because when you're microdosing shrooms, you don't want to just sit on a bed all day and be groggy and do nothing. That shit's actually helped me. Don't take too much though. That's where people fuck up. Like people ruin it for everybody. Don't take too much. That's stupid. That's very dumb. And too much of anything is not good for you. I used to smoke so much I had to stop. I love it over here. Got more money in the bank and my mind is clean. I love that for you. I'm so happy for you, Melissa Morales. Hey Choice, when are you gonna make a doc on Selena? I will. I will. I will. I don't know why I keep procrastinating on that. I told myself I was gonna wait to see what happened with the Yolanda Saldivar situation, the woman who blasted on Selena. But I'm definitely gonna talk about it now that we found out that she did not get approved to get out, which is probably the best thing. Because who can you imagine what her life would be like if she got out? I mean, anything for Selena is like people are gonna ride for her and do some crazy shit to her. You just never know. Do you miss living in Tallahassee? No, it's boring as fuck over there. Let's see. Ooh, what do you think about Kanye sucking his cousin? Oh, I'll get back to that later. Let's see. Aren't you moving out the country? I am moving out the country, but probably more towards holiday season, only because I want to get my mind right. I just want to get savings right. I want to get a lot of things sorted out. I want to stack up enough money, and then I'll move for a little bit and then figure out where I would move if I come back to America. But I'm gonna move out the country. I'm going to Africa. It's more likely looking like Morocco or Egypt or South Africa, but I'm gonna move out the country for sure. It's definitely Africa for sure. But a country in Africa where I have access to Europe easily and access to cheap flights. So I'm definitely gonna move out the country. That's more so looking like towards November, maybe October, but it's gonna be in the holiday season. Somebody said thanks. Let's see, you're welcome. Let's see. Texas meet and greet. Absolutely. What part of Texas are you in? I would love to do it in Houston. I got connects in Houston, so I definitely will be visiting Houston soon. Choice, how did you start getting over your fear of traveling alone? I want to do it, and I want to do it, but I end up spending all my money. I'm assuming is what you're saying. Uh, the fear of traveling alone goes away when you go to other places by yourself. So go to a really safe destination by yourself and then just say fuck it and then just see where it goes from there. Like Cancun is very, very safe. Very safe. So safe. Like even the Mexicans there speak English so well, better than you. Go to Cancun, Mexico. Uh Maybe go to Toronto. Toronto's insanely safe. Like if you can handle a major city like New York City or Atlanta, you can handle Toronto. Toronto is amazing. I fucking love it there. Like I love it. They're like, I even went to what was it? I went to Jane Street. Jane Street is considered their hood in Toronto. I'm like, are you kidding me? Look how clean this is. This is Jane Street. This is the famous Jane Street where you might get blasted on. Like, this is so nice. So things aren't as bad as the media tries to portray them to be, but just go to a safer country like Japan, Canada, Toronto, to be exact. Let's see. You can go to Miami, Florida. You can even go to a city in America by yourself. You could try South Africa. If you can do something really, really cheap, I highly recommend going to Egypt. It is so fucking cheap over there. Oh my god! Like you could literally have like a big ass plate of food for like $1.85. Go to Egypt or Morocco. Like go somewhere where you can know that you're safe and you're fine. And don't be on the resort. Like the resort is boring. That's not where the culture is. Go somewhere where you can safely, confidently walk around. Colombia, Medellin is mostly safe. Oh, El Salvador, the capital city, San Salvador, pretty safe. Sao Paulo, Brazil, that's the big, big New York City of Brazil. That's pretty safe. I recommend that. but just practice caution. Just go to a major city where there's mad people around. You're least likely to be paranoid if you go to a big city where there's mad people around. That's what I did. I went to a city where there's people everywhere, and then I worked my way up to go to smaller cities where there's less people around. But you got to work your way up. And if you're scared to travel and you don't want to stick out like a sore thumb, go to countries where people look like you. You know what I mean? Like you can go to Montego Bay and stay within the city center, and Montego Bay is so safe. Oh my God. There's police everywhere. There's cameras everywhere. Montego Bay, Jamaica, I highly recommend that. So just work your way up. Just go somewhere safe. Thank you for the super chat, Tyler Cherry. Have you seen the doc Earthlings on YouTube? I watched it a long ass time ago before I moved to LA. Earthlings was actually created by Persia White. She played Lynn, the light-skinned woman on Girlfriends. She actually created that film, and I think she produced it. I have seen it. It shows just how cruel people could be to animals. Yes, I've seen it, but I don't really remember. It was so long ago. How's the aftermath of the LA fire? Spill the tea. That mostly happened in like Calabasas, Ventura, like the mountains, like where a lot of wealthy people live and where a lot of celebrities live, like near the mountains. I'm in the city center. You know what I mean? Like I live near downtown, like near downtown, Koreatown, like that area. Like that's where I live. I am fine. Like my area looks normal. Like nothing even happened. There was a while where you could see the smoke in the air and the air quality kind of sucked and like smelled kind of, smoky a little bit. And you could see how it was kind of dark in the sky, but everything's fine. The only problem is a lot of businesses did not come back. It's sad, but a lot of businesses like Moon Shadows, that was a very popular restaurant out here in LA. Moon Shadows, amazing restaurant. That got burnt the fuck down. A lot of other restaurants got burnt the fuck down. And a piece of me thinks that it was low-key like a scheme to like maybe get insurance money. Maybe I'm bugging, but a lot of restaurants didn't come back. A lot of people still lost their houses. Some people have insurance and are able to recuperate, but then some people just had to start fresh and start from scratch because they lost everything. Paris Hilton lost her house. Let's see, Janae Aiko, she lost one of her houses, but these people are rich. They got insurance and then they have other homes they can stay in. But again, it really goes to show you that a lot of people should not be getting wooden houses. Like wooden houses in America is fucking insane. And people in South Africa, they laugh at us as Americans because we build wooden houses. Like wood is so likely to burn down if somebody sets it on fire. Like I don't know why we don't have brick houses, why that's not such a common thing. You know what I mean? Like when you go to Chicago had a horrible fire. I think it was like in the 1920s or something like that. Horrible fires that damn near destroyed the city. And now a lot of Chicago is built with bricks. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I get a house, it can't be made out of wood for that particular reason. Let's see. Oh, hey, you're always in here, Amira. First of all, you're always in here. Choice, thanks for all the weight loss tips. I'm no longer in the shackles of food. Food addiction is way too common in America. And after realizing I lost 21 pounds. First of all, congrats, Amira. I'm happy for you. Yeah, honestly, once you eat some sea moss and once you kind of like stop using those food delivery apps, you realize that losing weight is not that hard. Like, and then drinking as much water as possible with some lemons in it, you lose a lot of weight without even realizing it. Because sometimes we eat when we're bored. Let's see. Nobody wants all that brown stuff in their lungs. Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm missing a lot of y'all comments because I'm like literally in the middle. Good movie. Earthlings. Yes, it is. Someone said it's definitely a classic. I'm gonna rewatch it when I'm like 60. I'm gonna catch up with some of these comments. What's the name of the free movie site you use? I don't think I can say that. Well, first of all, thanks for the super chat, Red Galraya. I don't think I can say that on live because when I did the free movie site and I promoted that, there are people on Reddit who were going in on me saying, "Oh my God, this YouTuber literally promoted and it got shut down." And then I gave y'all another one on YouTube when I did Unpopular Opinions. And then I kid you not, literally like within 48 hours, that shit was shut down. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, this happened twice. I gave y'all two movie sites. The first one got shut down, and that was my clutch movie site, Showbox. Showbox, that is gone unless you use a VPN. But that's gone. I gave y'all another one. That's gone. Let's use a VPN. But if you want to know what movie site I use to watch free movies, you could join my Patreon because I put it on my Patreon. where you can watch free movie sites. If not, and you don't want to join my Patreon, I would suggest going to my community tab where I talked about how people on Reddit were mad at me. Because if you go to my community tab and look at my posts on my community tab on YouTube, you will see that I talked about people getting mad at me on Reddit for making the shit go down, and people were commenting their own movie sites. Like, oh my God, well, F them, use this site instead. So check my community tab, but if not, you can check my Patreon. I gave people like 2 or 3 site recommendations on Patreon. So if you want to see what sites I use Patreon. That's what I be using. Y'all are paying for Netflix, Hulu. I use Netflix when I want to binge watch something that I know I can't find anywhere else, like a TV show. That's what I recommend. So yeah, if you caught that, you caught that. If you didn't, you didn't. And that goes for anyone that wanted to know as well. Let's see. Go eat. Let's see what is there to think about them. Let's see. Save your teeth and lungs and do edibles instead of smoking. But remember, don't do it every day because that is when you become unproductive and depressed. That is true. I'm sorry. I'm literally missing so many comments. I'm missing so many. So anyways, so I also want to talk about channel updates as well. I'm going to be as consistent as possible. I'm trying my best to post as many videos as possible. I'm so fucking tired of being inconsistent. It's just, let's see, to watch you grow up. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much. I'm a proud auntie and keep giving us information about your opinions and this world. So proud of you. Thank you so much, auntie. I very much appreciate that. People who stuck around and have been watching me for so long. That's kind because there are so many YouTubers that I have grown apart from watching that I thought were cool and entertaining. And as I got older, I was like, I don't fucking care no more. Or sometimes I'm scrolling down and I'd be like, wait, I forgot I was subscribed to this person. Because a lot of YouTubers grow up and then they get boring as fuck. Like they get in a relationship, they had their 5th child. They just stopped posting. They got boring. You know what I mean? Like I used to watch that other channel. What was it? The Rush Fam, back when they first started YouTube, and I used to love it. I watched their videos faithfully, and then they got boring as fuck. Like they started buying like houses all the time and moving all the time, and I was like, all right, I'm bored now. Like it's just the same shit every day. I don't even care no more. Like I don't even watch them no more, even though I still wish them well, but I just don't watch them no more. But yeah, a lot of channels I don't watch them no more because you just grow apart from them. But I'm glad people have stuck around and still watch me to this day and grown with me. And that tells me that my content is timeless because sometimes I do make videos and I'd be like, I hope whatever. Like I make whatever videos, but then there's videos where I'm like, I hope people can watch this and look back at this in like 10 years. Like I hope I can make a video where people can come back to it in 10 years. Like my interview that I did with Christina Rome, I knew it. Like immediately when I posted it, I knew that was a timeless video. Like that's a video because Zeus Network is growing so much that people are going to come back to that interview because of all the stuff that's coming out about Zeus Network and as time goes on. So I'm just letting time go on. Let me give it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years. That interview is going to be timeless. And there's more videos that I did. They're going to be timeless. So that's the goal. Sometimes I'll do like a cool little drama video that I saw because some shit happened on TikTok. But I want to make videos that people like will watch forever. Like when I used to do videos about like what happened to this show. Like remember my videos where I used to be like, what happened to the game? What happened to the park? No, what was it? What happened to one-on-one? What happened to the Amanda show? Like that's a video that people are gonna still watch years from now. So I like doing stuff like that because people can come back to it. Let's see, what did you say? He said, I think after Trump finishes his 2nd term, he would try to have one of his kids run for president. I get that vibe. The Simpsons already said that, so I can see that happening for sure. My sister suggested that to me. I was skeptical about doing shrooms. I think if you have an issue with like ADHD and you're like, oh my God, I'm depressed and this, try microdosing. Mushrooms come from again, if you're under 18, don't listen to me. But if you're over 18, try microdosing. Just a little pinch, like a little chocolate bar, and just try it. A little chocolate bar. It only lasts like 2 hours, less, maybe even 30 minutes. And you're not going to see flying colors. Literally, it just makes you present and it makes watching movies and TV shows better. And then also it makes literally like walking around if you're walking around an area where there's parks, you see the color green more vibrantly. That's what shrooms do. It makes you see and be more present. That's literally what mushrooms do. And I think to myself, like I was even on the plane one time with a therapist and I was telling her that's what I did. And she was like, that's genius. Like that shit can actually help you with like depression and anxiety. Like it is. Like she said, she told me she did research and everything. And this was a therapist that I met on a plane. I hope she's doing really well. She was a very nice woman. But yeah, if you are having issues with depression, if you don't mind trying mushroom, just try it. You know what I mean? Go to your local dispensaries and maybe they'll give you a plug. If you live in California, I'm sure you can find that easily. But go to your local dispensary and see if they know anybody, or just ask someone you know that might know, and then they could probably hook it up. But microdose, just a tiny little smidge. Yeah, coming from an ex-vegan lifestyle, I did for 3 years ago. Wow, 3 years. Need the Stormy Daniels gang jump again. Let's see. Come back home, please. Let me see. I'm so you know what? Let me start from the bottom. I'm sorry. I'm missing all these comments. Hey Trace, love your channel. First of all, thank you for the super chat, Amitra Kent. Hey Trace, love your channel. How do you feel about Tony Fine? Do you think her commentary is toxic? Also loving the recent back-to-back uploads. Thank you for loving the recent back-to-back uploads. I'm actually not even sure who that is. Tony Fine? I'm not even being funny. I don't even know who that is. I never heard of that person. Let's see. Is he black? I'm not sure who you're talking about. Oh, Barry Jane Byram's man? No, it's like it's a European guy. Let's see. Where's Queen Najanimi's 2025? I don't know. Probably in Clarence's old basement. Who knows? Okay, we're gonna start from the bottom because y'all keep saying I'm sending questions and I keep like missing them. So I'm gonna start from the bottom. I don't know if I miss everything. Yes, Troy's putting more effort into my appearance, like getting hair done, lashes done, brought me so much confidence and it helped me with my social anxiety. Same. Let's see. Yeah, talk to people that you care about health with depression. I agree with you. Yep. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat, Missy Michaela. I appreciate you. Remember, you talk about Gullah Geechee, my grandma. Oh, your grandma's Gullah Geechee. Yeah, I talked about the Gullah Geechee when I talked about my video about Keith Lee, not liking British food, and I said that fuck British food. Like that food sucks. Like the British don't have good food, but they do have good ethnic food, like Indian food, Thai food, German food. You know, they just have good ethnic food from different cultures. That's just what it is. And I talked about how people love to say American culture is only just burgers and pizzas and French fry. Like they always say that shit. Like foreigners always say, "Oh, in America, y'all just have burgers and French fries and hot dogs," because they Google American food and that's what they see. Or American food comes to their country because of how popular it is, and then they think, "Oh, this is American food, just a whole bunch of hot dogs and greasy food." When they're so ignorant to how in depth American cuisine can be. Like there's Tex-Mex, like there's Texas food and Mexican food combined. That's Tex-Mex. Then there's Gullah Geechee food. Like Gullah Geechee, they from South Carolina. You know, they got their own little Southern twang and they got their own little Caribbean accent vibe going on, and they got their own culture, their own food. They're all around South Carolina, and they're indigenous to America, and they have amazing food and culture. Like people don't realize that we have Native American food, you know, soul food. There's so much layers to it. But yes, shout out to your grandma for being Gullah Geechee. I need to pay the Gullah Geechee a visit. Thank you, ZZ Productions, for the super chat. I love you, Choice. Best advice from someone struggling to move out of a toxic household. I currently have average credit and paying student loans. Been there, done that. If you're trying to build your credit and move out, save at least $4,000 and get a roommate. I know it sounds crazy, but if you go on Airbnb, there's people who are renting out bedrooms on Airbnb. So if you live in a affordable town or an expensive town, this is also effective. This is even if you're overseas, like even if you're out of the country, you don't have to live in America for this to work. Go on Airbnb and look for people that are renting out bedrooms. You might find people renting out bedrooms for like $900 a month, and then it automatically takes it out of your debit card, and you book it for how long you want. So you just book it, but book it for how long you want. Like don't just be like, oh, if you want to book it for a whole year, be my guest. But for however long you book it is how long you'll get it. So if you book it for 3 months, where it's like $900 for every month, because some people have Airbnbs where it's a monthly kind of setup. So if somebody's renting a decent bedroom on Airbnb for about, I don't know, like $1,300 a month, $1,300 a month, they'll do like a special sometimes where if you rent it out for like more than 3 months, it'll be like $900 every month. So try that. If you want to up your credit, just keep doing what you're doing. If it's average, if you want to build your credit, get a credit card at fucking Home Depot or a credit card from a store that you know you're never gonna shop at ever, and then buy a pack of gum every now and then pay that card off. Literally. Like for me, I don't wear makeup. So like if I got a credit card at fucking Ulta or Sephora, I'm never gonna use that shit. You know what I mean? Like I'll just fucking maybe get some like hand lotion there and then pay that shit off. You get a credit card, you know you're not gonna max out. Like some shit you don't even give a fuck about. Like for example, like get a credit card at a raggedy ass jewelry store, right? Or Claire's. Ugh, like who the fuck shops at Claire's? Get a fucking credit card there and pay that shit off every week, and that'll build your credit because it's easy as fuck, and you know you're not gonna max that shit out. Let's see, Choice be like, yeah, I think Syria is one of the safest countries I've been to. You can have your wallet out and no one cares. I would never say some shit like that. I don't think you should have your wallet anywhere. I wouldn't even have my wallet out even in California. I'm even paranoid about having my phone out in California. But no, I've been to a lot of countries that are Easternized, yes, and I do feel safe, yeah, but I practice precaution. You know, you don't do that shit anyway. I wouldn't even do that shit in the neighborhood I grew up in. Like, I'm not gonna have my wallet out and money out. Somebody can snatch that shit. Hell fucking no. No, I would never say some shit like that ever. No. And Syria is a beautiful country. I've never been yet, but I would love to go. But no, don't have your money out because if you're in a country where people go got it like that, and America is not one of those countries where most people don't really have it like that, you better not ever bring anything valuable out and about and have it showing. Oh my God. You said thank God I live in the projects. Yeah, thank God. But let's see. Choice. Could I get a heart? Of course you can get a heart. A heart. I'm not sure what you mean. You have a brick house? Good. Like people have wooden houses, your house is gonna be gone. Gone. Someone said I found a bunch of movie sites on Reddit. I rewatched Sinners. Okay, that's a good one too. If you're looking for a movie site, you can go on Reddit. That's a good one as well. But sometimes those sites will put viruses on your computer, so I don't even know. Montego Bay, do not go off the resorts in Jamaica, please. Montego Bay is really fucking nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I did meet a girl when I was at a patty restaurant. I was at Juicy Patties, or was it Tasties? I was at Juicy Patties in Jamaica, and basically, I had told this girl, "Oh my god," like, cause she recognized me. She was like, "Oh my god, I watch your videos," and I was like, "Oh, cool. What's like a cool vibe in like Montego Bay?" And she was just like, "Well, I mean, you can go here, you can go there," and I was like, "This is so nice and so safe." Like, do y'all even have hoods here? And she's like, yeah, we do have hoods here. And you don't even want to go nowhere near that. Like, no. Yeah, it's not that safe here. But Montego Bay is safe. Like, if you stay within the city center, Montego Bay is safe. But just stay within the center and you'll be fine. That's fine. And the center has everything you need. Like, there's a KFC, there's a McDonald's, there's like a little downtown area where you can buy clothes and shoes and cheap dresses and nice sandals and nice clothes. Montego Bay is fine. Just stay in the city center. I've been on my grind. Yes. Yes, I've been loving the back-to-back YouTube videos. YouTube is boring about you. Thank you. I'm trying. YouTube is fucking boring. Even I have a hard time watching shit. Like, I watch Lovely T. Impressive. I watch her sometimes. Her videos have been like kind of been boring me a little bit lately because I don't really care about like Kanye West. I don't care about reality TV drama. I don't fucking care. That's boring. I like talking about things that nobody else talks about, but I watch a lot of commentary channels. I don't always talk about the things that they talk about because they talk about what's trending and what's recent and new, and I'll do that too. But I want to talk about things that barely anybody's talking about. I think that's what sets you apart when you're like in the commentary, journalism, media realm. Any tips on creating multiple streams of income? Ask ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT what you're good at and ask it. ChatGPT, give me some suggestions for multiple streams of income because I don't even know what you like. I can give you a lot of recommendations, but what if you're like, oh, I don't want to do that? What do you like to do? And then ask ChatGPT how you can set up a business structure, how you can monetize it. ChatGPT can give you way better advice than I can. Ask the AI motherfucker. Been watching since 2018. Thank you so much, Pearl Luda. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you for watching me all these years. Thank you. And I did have a bad incident with my cousin who I trusted. She got pulled over and used my name, but the cop knew she was lying. But I felt betrayed because I'm in college and have my life together. That's some scary ass shit. And I bet she caught a hefty charge for lying to the police. I've been watching you since you lived in Florida. Thank you so much. How do you say your name? Oh, Jaleesa Saint Basil. Jaleesa Saint Basil. That's a very interesting name. I bet you're Belizean or Guyanese or Panamanian, but that's an interesting name. Let's see. I'm gonna watch Sinners tonight. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Nia. Thank you, Chantel Loveday. Choice, unfortunately, watch A-timely channels. Wait, what? I'm not sure what you mean. I've been watching since I was 12, 13. I've been watching since I was 13. 13. I'm 21 now. Thank you. I appreciate that. And the fact that my videos even grew on you and grew up with you, that says I'm doing something right. Because I'm trying to be timeless. You know what I mean? Like it was all fun and games. Because he would be like, why don't you expose YouTubers no more? Where's Judge Choice? Like, why don't you wear the wig anymore? Where's the conspiracy theories? I'll do stuff like that and it's fun. But I want to make content that's timeless. That's with the times. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do content that people watch and they're just like, oh my God, like I watched that like 10 years ago and I'm watching it again. It was so good. This is a little, let's see, a pink Whitney. Oh, that's not bad. I've had this in my apartment for a long time. Ugh. I don't even like drinking hard liquor like that. I like wine. I've been watching you since you were doing story time in your rooms, living rooms, and eating out the orange mug with the cameras. Really? With the orange mug with the broken mug? You remember that? With the camera propped on ramen noodle boxes. Oh yeah, that's way back. You're a real one. Where do you live? I need to do a meet and greet because I'd be so shocked. Like even when I did my meet and greet in London, I was so shocked when people walked up to me and said, "I've been watching you since this and that." And when I was younger, when I was in secondary school, and we put you on the TV screen. I'm like, wait, what? Like that was like you've been watching me that long. The video qualities are terrible. Like I actually look back at those videos from 2018, 17, and I'm like, those videos are so good, like good topics, but oh my God, the quality is so shitty. Like the microphone is all echoey and the camera's a slight bit blurry and the lighting's not that good. I'm like, oh my God. Thank goodness my channel grew. Thank goodness. And thanks for everyone that stuck around all that time. Because the quality makes me cringe every time I watch it. That's how I felt about Nikki Glamour. She used to have good whole steps to story times, but now she talks about being married, her kids, mom life. Nobody want to see that. She used to have story times about like her fucked up family. I didn't even know that. Oh yeah. I mean, Nikki Glamour grew as a person, so I get it. But I mean, she should still keep that edge. She should still talk about crazy stories because I mean, you never really run out of crazy stories in life. We just never do. Most of us just keep our crazy stories to ourselves. Can you speak about the president of El Salvador and the way he's getting rid of street gangs and bettering the country? Absolutely. I actually cannot wait to visit Salvador. El Salvador used to be insanely dangerous. Like even growing up, I don't always hear about the gangs, MS-13, even though MS-13 was created in America, right? People don't even know that. That definitely was started in America. But they definitely have widespread all over El Salvador and everything. And they ran that shit like crazy. And the new president came in and he cleaned that shit up. He's like, fuck y'all. If y'all want to fucking run shit, y'all can run shit in prison and do factory work and run shit in there. And he locked all them up. Like they were so aggressive with the gangs in El Salvador that they was like looking for tattoos, moving their clothes. Like if you even have a tattoo that looks distinct, they're locking your ass up, they're beating your ass, and they throwing your ass in jail. He cleaned that country the fuck up. He's like, hell no. And ever since, tourism has gone up like crazy. He cleaned that country the fuck up. How you feel about Candace Owens? I find her entertaining. I don't mind her at all. I just sometimes don't agree with the shit she says when it comes to like, I don't know, like when she talk about Black issues. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, now you're losing me. But I actually don't mind Candace Owens. Sometimes her stance on Black issues can annoy me, but I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes she does have some very good points about victimhood and how we should all take accountability and how personal responsibility gets you very far. That's kind of what got me hooked on her. So I don't have a problem with Candace Owens. If you actually listen to her and watch her speeches and her views, she's actually pretty chill and pretty rational if you listen to her. But then there's other time I was like, oh my God, Candace really, she's just conservative. She's just very conservative. And sometimes I just be like, Candace, look at it from a broader perspective. But she's just stuck on her religious views and her social values, and I respect it. I think she has good intentions, but sometimes I think she got books to sell. Okay, hey, Sadie Rochelle. I feel like my own friends and family got sick of me when I was moving a lot. It's mentally exhausting, but I'm staying out now. Fuck how they feel. Live your life and do what makes you happy. Yes, I love that interview you did with Christina. Yep, that's gonna be timeless. Okay. Opinions on baddies. We need another Zeus video in due time. And thank you for the super chat, Nyla. In due time. In due time. First of all, thanks for the super chat, Rural Town Beauty. When are you going to drop another documentary? What should I talk about? I do have some documentaries I can make. I can. I'll do another one. Like, do y'all want like a what happened to this TV show? What happened to this artist? What happened to this entertainer? Black child stars this, Hispanic child stars this, or let's see, or what happened to this child star after they did this and that and the third. What do you want me to talk about? I don't want on like Bad Baby. Like, what kind of documentaries do you want? Because I got a lot of ideas. Like, do you want me to do like what happens to this TV show? What happens to Soul Food or having kids? Or what's the truth behind Married with Children, that sitcom? What do you want me to talk about? The truth about Modern Family, Dark Secrets they tried to hide, and so much more. There's a lot of stuff I could talk about. But like, what kind of documentaries do y'all want? Do y'all just like not care and I could just like do whatever? Let's see. Oh, I know I'm redundant, bro, but when are you ever going to unprivate the vids where you talk about bad endings of childhood TV shows? Oh, oh, you know what? I've privated so many fucking videos. I think I privated that video mainly because it had a colorful thumbnail. I got rid of so many videos. Like, some of my best work gone forever because of YouTube's guidelines about, oh, if you have a thumbnail that we think is too explicit, or if you're talking about or inserting clips that are like a little bit extreme, be prepared to have restrictions on your channel. And that scared the shit out of me. Like, I think my videos are probably okay and I could have survived it, but I didn't want to risk it at all. Like, I was paranoid when YouTube came out with those guidelines in like 2019, 2020. If you know what I'm talking about, just watch that video I made where I said my channel might disappear. It was clickbait, but it was also not clickbait. But go watch that video and I explain why, because some videos literally had to go. I'm like, bro, this video got to go. YouTube didn't say to get rid of it, but YouTube kind of gave me the vibe of like, okay, with these guidelines of them knuckling down on inappropriate content and then trying to turn it into TV, I got to get rid of this shit now, because I am not trying to get the fuck off of YouTube anytime soon. You know what I mean? I have 2 channels for a reason. My second channel, I'm not as consistent as I once was, but I got 2 channels for a reason, because if this channel ever goes away, I'm coming right back on the second channel. Best believe that. So my second channel is like emergency. So I'm so glad I got my second channel on YouTube. But yeah, some videos had to go. I don't know. I don't know. That one has never worked for me. Or maybe I'm bugging. I've never tried that one. I don't think I've ever tried that. Oh, it's Ty Spacely. Yeah, I started watching you years ago with my ex, but she got weird and started calling you gay, then called me gay. I was like, he loves money. He not gay, but she low-key, oh my God, she low-key has a secret page. You think your ex low-key still watches me? Why was your ex so intimidated by somebody's perceived sexuality where she felt the need to call something out? But you said she used to watch me. So like, was she like saying like in a mean way? I mean, if she still watches me, that's cool. Let's see. Choice messy as hell. How? Explain. I'd love to hear why you think that. What are your thoughts on clout chasers? Like, what to latch on, tap someone who's popular to grow their own sub count? Honestly, everybody got a business that they want to run. Everybody got goals that they want to meet. If someone's a clout chaser, that's on them. Just separate yourself the minute you see it. Everybody's trying to improve their situation. And if somebody's a clout chaser, just separate yourself. It's really that simple. Just make it clear, like, I cannot help you. I can't do much for you, and just keep moving. Or help them the best way you can by telling them to fuck off and go find somebody else to leech off of, or give them some advice and a tool. Anytime somebody tries to clout chase off of me, I just give them some tools. I'd be like, you could do this, that, and the third and try that. But if that's not good enough to the point where you want to leech off of me, then fuck you. Because even if people try to leech off of me, I still try to offer shit and be like, well, you could try doing that and see if that will work for you. See if that, and if my word of advice and guidance isn't enough for you to the point where you feel like you have to latch onto me because you want what the fuck I have, or you feel like you want more, then there's something wrong with you, because maybe you're just envious. Maybe you just want what I have, or maybe they want what you have, and they're just mad that you try to give them tips. Like, if you have a successful business, and people rather latch onto you for having a successful business, you know what I mean? Like, you give people advice and guidance on how to do things, but they want to latch onto you and leech off of you and copy you word for word and bit by bit, and they expect you to be okay with it, or you're selfish. Then those are people that can't be helped. Those are people that are never going to be satisfied because they got some inner insecurities or inner issues going on with themselves. How do you feel about Congress approving citizens being deported? I don't even wait. Hold on. That has to be like some type of clickbait, because people keep saying that. People be like, even if you're a citizen, you're still getting deported. I think that's just media bullshit. Like, you know how headlines will say X, Y, and Z. Honestly, I know that other guy accidentally got deported to a country he's never been to, and he was really born in America. But I don't know. I always have to dig deeper and read articles, because sometimes blogs on Instagram and TikTok, they just be posting stuff, and sometimes you're inclined to believe it, but then you go read up on the article and you realize they took it out of context and they didn't even read the article themselves. Did you see what happened to Enya Jajaja? I remember you had a video about her a few years ago. What happened to her? Yes, I actually did. I'm familiar with her, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. Can you be specific about what happened to Enya Jajaja? I mean, I haven't seen or spoken to that girl in a long ass time. I mean, we had a little issue going on where she essentially ghosted me after she agreed to collab. I took it personal, mostly because I had already paid for something that she told me to pay for in order for us to do a collab. And then when she was rude and was like, honestly, I feel like you're just using me. So no. And she said this over text after like kind of ghosting me and ignoring me, which was like kind of fucked up. And I got upset and I made a story time on it. So if you want to watch that, it's still on my channel. But yeah, cringe. The quality is terrible. But honestly, I'm not sure what she's up to now. I mean, we're both from the same city. I'm from Miami. She's from Miami. We're from the same city. I haven't seen that girl in almost a decade, actually. I haven't seen that girl in years. Probably a fucking decade at this point. I haven't seen her. I don't know what she's up to. And I don't really care that much. But I'm curious. What the fuck was she involved in? I'm curious. Let's see. But Chicago, New York City got next level pizza and hot dogs. Yes, Chicago, New York City does have next level pizza and hot dogs. The best hot dogs and pizza you ever have are in Chicago and New York City. And those are all the cities that tourists go to. And then when tourists go there and they're from foreign countries, they bring that to their country. They make hot dogs and pizza because they fell in love with it when they were in the little tourist traps. They go to Chicago, New York City, and California, and they bring it to their country. I freaking adore you, Trace. Keep stepping on next, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. For everyone that's asking me about the Mary Jane stuff, like I talked about that already. Let me see. Shout out to the Gullah Geechee. Yeah, shout out to the Gullah Geechee. You got to pay them a visit in South Carolina. That's where the native Black people are in South Carolina. They got their own accent, their own vibe, their own language, their own food. The Gullah Geechee are it. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait, my bad. Alexander, as a 32-year-old gay man choice, I have to say you're very inspiring. I like how you keep it real and no sugarcoat. It inspires me to say shit with my chest. Nothing but respect for you. Thank you so much, Alexander. I'm really happy for the love. Thank you for even watching my videos. I appreciate that, Alexander. Where are you from, by the way? I always ask people, where y'all from? Because I'm curious where a lot of y'all are from. Wait, let me read some of these comments first. Thanks for the back-to-back uploads. My bro predicted last week that YouTube Shorts gonna pop off. I think I'm gonna just post for fun and see what happens. Post for fun. Why not? You never know. You might get inspired to post long-term videos. Let's see. I've been watching you for so long. Thank you, Shan Vision. I appreciate that. When people tell me to watch me for a while, I appreciate that. I love people tell me also, like what Alexander said earlier, that I inspire them to say shit with their chest. I appreciate people tell me that, because when people tell me that, it makes me feel good, because I say things that people are thinking but too scared to say. And I'm not gonna lie, like it comes with some shit. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it can come with people just assuming um that you're just problematic and you're just messy and you just say things to be different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've had people literally tell me, like, oh, you just say things to be different. And it's just like, no, the fuck, I don't, bitch. I just say what's on what I'm feeling. I literally say how I feel. And most people just keep their opinions to themselves. But I always have something to say. I remember there's the one person I knew, there's one guy I knew. He's always telling me, okay, I get it. You always have something to say. Every time I think about that all the time. He's a black choice. You always have something to say. This is somebody that I knew personally. You always have something to say. Yes, bitch, I do. Let's see. They never approved me. Let's see. Bright Credit Builder helped me tremendously. Bright Credit Builder to build your credit? Yes, 100%. Let's see. Choice, I love your channel. Love you. Thank you, Aaliyah Pattinger. I'm going to try to catch up with some of these comments. Okay. If you want to build your own business and make some extra income, get into financial services. Like accounting and all that stuff, and credit building and all that stuff. Thank you, Amber. Amber McKay. Thank you for the McCoy. Thank you for the super chat. You are timeless. Your advice helped me so many times. I even followed your stock advice about GameStop. Your advice take me to the top. GameStop blew the fuck up during the pandemic. That was a great stock to invest into. And I told people to invest into that. That was a great one. Let's see. Yeah, how you feel about you grow apart from YouTubers. You watch them and then they get boring and it's just like I don't fucking care. And then they just like then they have a kid and they get into a relationship. YouTubers, you just outgrow them. They get boring. That's why I'm always trying to switch it up. Like when I make content, I talk about the snow bunnies, I talk about what happened in this community, that community, news stories, about this, but I try to literally mix it up. Like I'm always getting inspiration from like Media Takeout, TMZ. I'll sometimes see stuff on the Shade Room, but I don't really care for the stuff they post. I don't really care that much for them. Sometimes I'll see stuff on Neighborhood Talk. Sometimes I'll go look for stuff on my own. Or sometimes I'll see something and be like, wait, why is someone talking about this? And then I'll cover it and talk about it. You know what I mean? And I remember, and sometimes blogs will like watch my views. They won't admit this, but some blogs actually watch my YouTube videos and they'll actually like report on it or talk about it right after I make a video. I'm like, sounds interesting, but it's okay. It's okay. We all take inspiration from everybody. Somebody said, let's see. Let's see. I watched Choice's his video about Kat Graham. Really? I appreciate that. I actually spoke to her. I never even talked about it, but I actually spoke to her after I did that video. If you never watched my Kat Graham video, go watch that. It's one of the most viral videos. Kat Graham, the black woman from Vampire Diaries, and how she was a token black girl and how the cast members were always weird towards her. I actually talked to her after that video. She saw it. She told me that somebody texted it to her. Then she ended up, hit me up on. Oh my god, I ain't so popular. And she was really cool and really nice. I haven't talked to her since that time I actually like spoke to her. We had a very long conversation. Ooh, MS-13 was created in El Salvador. I don't think so, baby. MS-13 was definitely created in California, but let me go fact check that just to make sure. MS-13 was definitely not created in El Salvador. They're an El Salvadorian gang, but they were created in California. Let's make that very clear. Just like, let me see. MS-13, where were they created? I read that in a book. I remember I was reading a book about them like way back in the day, like back in like 2019, just studying them. Yes, they were literally made, and like literally Google it. Yes, I knew I was right because I read that in a book. Because I was thinking about doing a whole deep dive about MS-13. I was researching them and what they think, and oh my god, like what they stand for. Some of them are just honestly in it for just protection and loyalty and like brotherhood and purpose. But literally look up what MS stands for. Mara Sutra, something like that in Spanish. Mara Sutra. Let me. Okay. MS-13. Let me see. MS-13 meaning. Okay. Oh, okay. So my Spanish speakers, tell me how I did. Mara Salvatrucha. Mara Salvatrucha. MS-13. And if you're a Spanish speaker, you know what the fuck that means. I'm not going to say that on live, but Google what that means in English. Google what that means. It's a very sick word. It's a very sick meaning. Mara Salvatrucha. That's all I'll say because I don't want this video to get taken down or flagged. Thank you. Advice on dealing with someone with being bipolar and anxiety. I know people who are bipolar. I know 2 people who are bipolar, maybe even more, but I know 2 who have been diagnosed. And honestly, creative outlet. Just go to therapy or get a creative outlet. A creative outlet is best. Travel, start a business, do something productive, start a business so that way you can focus on yourself and pour into yourself. Just stuff like that. And also do the work to heal and be a better person, and maybe that'll even help you even more. We don't care, Troy. Just drop one. Just drop a documentary. I absolutely will. Okay, I got you. Choice, love you. I love you too, Chocolate. Tay TV. Let's see. This is an entrepreneur. It can push out content and lose it and continue to flourish. Thank you so much if you're talking about me. Thank you. Let's see. Are you a Barb? No, I am not. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a Nicki fan a lot when she first came out. Like when she came out with that song "Warning." Who the hell is this calling me at 12:47 in the night while I'm watching the fight? Looking at the phone. There's no name in sight. Blocked ID. Knew something just wasn't right. Like I know the whole lyrics to that song. It's my girl Candy from out in Miami, telling me that my man is with some bitch in the Camry, car seat in the back, like she's starting a family. Yo, Cam, start playing. What the fuck is you saying? Remember them? Yeah, I know the whole lyrics to that. Like that was mixtape Nicki Minaj. That was Nicki Minaj on MySpace when she had 1 million friends on MySpace. That was Nicki Minaj when she used to post her videos on YouTube and then she put them on her MySpace page back in like 2009. And this is way back. This is when she was in music videos, doing cameos with Gucci Mane. If y'all actually go watch Gucci Mane's music video, All White Bricks, she's in that music video. Like, I remember that Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? The Nicki Minaj that, like, before the bangs, when she had the Ed Hardy hats. Oh my god, that was a Nicki Minaj that I fucking adored. I was like, who is this lady? Who is her? I love her. I fuck with her. You know what I mean? I fuck with her. That's when I was a big Nicki fan. And then she created the term bars right afterwards. And then after she got like real commercial, like like I still liked her, but I was like, what the fuck is a va va voom? Like that's when I just stopped caring because she became more commercial and pop, which I understood. It made her more popular, but I just stopped being too much of a fan of her because I'm just like, I'm not gonna learn the lyrics till if you want it, I want it, you va va voom. And then that's kind of when I was like, all right. I think I've had enough here. And no offense, Nicki fans. That's just my personal perspective. I still like some of her music for sure. And I'll still tune in, but I've never been a Barb. Let's see. Did you speak on Carmelo's case? Love you, by the way. That's that young black man that, did what he did to that white boy because of the white boy starting. I never talked about that. No. Should I? I don't even know. I'm scared if I post about that, that video might get age restricted because I've tried to make a lot of videos that YouTube has age restricted. Thank you, Legina the Jackson. Legina. Oh no, wait, how the fuck is your name? Legina the Jackson. Thank you for the 499 super chat. I greatly appreciate that. Like I'm pissed on the low the first time I'm doing that. Let me see. Kentucky, you're from Jersey City. I love Jersey City. Anytime I go to New York City, I stay in Jersey City. Sorry if I'm late to reading y'all comments. Jersey City's where I listed. Kentucky. You said Alabama. Should I go to Birmingham or Mobile, Alabama? Like, what's more lit? What's more fun? Where's the food better? Chicago. I love Chicago. Favorite city in America. You're from Somalia. I love that. I'm actually gonna go to Somalia. I'm going to Mogadishu, Somalia. That's where I'm gonna go. I want to see it. That's the capital. I want to see Jazeera Beach. I want to eat some good sakar. I want to eat some good I fucking love that Somali thing. What's it called? Bisbas. I love it. Oh my god, I fucking love bisbas. I love it. I could literally drink that shit all day. West LA. West LA. I know exactly what you're talking about. West LA, like where Mid City is, West Adams. Dominican, born in Miami and live in Atlanta. Shout out to you. Do Dominicans have a big presence in Atlanta? I don't be seeing Dominicans in Atlanta ever. From Cali, living in Atlanta. Let's see. You're from Long Beach. Love Long Beach. Chicago, Texas. Baltimore. Oh, with the nice crab cakes. Love Baltimore. Let's see. Oregon. I've never even been to Oregon. I'm going to go there for sure. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. So somebody said, okay, how do you feel about, I already read this. So you already told me the Carmelo Anthony stuff. I ain't spending no more money for this now. I love you, baby. Oh, I answered your question already. I already ran it. Thank you again for sending more. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kind of, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. I've been watching you since 2018. I love you forever. Let me see. Somebody said, bonjour, much love from France. It's 6 a.m. here. Bonjour, madame. Bonjour, madame. I need to practice my French. But let me see. I learned a lot of French in Morocco because that's their second official language. Guys, I tried searching the English translation for MS-13 and nothing is coming up. The thing is, look up what MS-13 actually means. It means I don't even want to say it on here, but look up the saying. Like basically Google what MS stands for, and then ChatGPT or Google what Mara Salvatrucha means. Like look up what that means, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Vava Boom was T. I didn't like the song. I didn't really like her pop era other than Super Bass and Fly. Love to watch since 2017. Thank you so much, Dream. I already talked about the Carmelo situation. I don't know much about it. I'm gonna do a video on it maybe, but if you if you want me to talk about the Carmelo case, definitely comment the number 5. If you know about the Carmelo thing, you want me to actually research. If I see enough 5s, I'll talk about it. Let's see. I seriously had no idea it was the same person. I still associate Enya Ja 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 as 2017 Miami version, but wow, I did not recognize her recently in that podcast. What the fuck happened with her? She was in a viral podcast. She said something in a podcast that rubbed people the wrong way. What happened with Enya? I don't know what you're talking about. Have you watched White Lotus? Kim Pyre got me on that one. It's a wild. Highly recommend. Have not seen White Lotus. You're from Antigua and Barbuda. I'm definitely gonna go to Antigua and Barbuda. That's how you say it, right? I've always wanted to go there. That public interview guy lives there. I'm from Mobile. You should definitely come here. The food is amazing. It's really fun here during Mardi Gras. A lot of people don't know that it originated there. Really? I thought Mardi Gras originated in Mississippi. Thanks for telling me that. That's good to know. I'll go to, okay. So because you said Mobile, I'll go to Mobile. And then I'll check out Birmingham, but I'll go to Mobile. You're from San Jose? I love that. I'm sorry. Somali food sounds so good. I love Somali food. I'm Somali. Come visit us. I'm going to Somalia. I'm not even just saying that. I'm actually going to go to Somalia. Philly. You're from Philly? Okay, I love that. You're from Atlanta. Okay, Choice. I need this A. Marie, Why Don't We Fall in Love sing-along version. Gainesville, Georgia. Got 1 hour east of Atlanta. Why Do We Fall in Love? Not now. Not on live. Hey, Choice. I'm from Montreal. And why don't we? I don't know. I don't have it in me. I'm too tired. It's way too late over here. It's dark. Hey, Choice. I'm from Montreal. And I've been watching you since I was 12. I'm now 20. Love your vids, but we need an A. Marie video ASAP. Like, wait. Like, A. Marie as like singing her song, or A. Marie did some shit, or like a breakdown of her. Okay, you know what? I'll talk about A. Marie. Why not? But like, what did she do? Is there something to talk about, or is it just like a documentary breakdown? 5. Only if you can. No pressure. Oh, really? Okay. 5. Hey, Jennifer. Okay, I saw you said smoke lavender, but you should be careful because people get addicted to lavender to the point where they can't even sleep without smelling lavender. So be careful. Okay, I see what you mean. Basically, it can fuck up because lavender also has like relaxing effects as well. Lavender is I've smoked lavender. Lavender is actually chill. So I see what you mean. You said if we're gonna smoke lavender, be careful. Yeah, be careful. But at least it's not. But I mean, I smoked it like a few times and I didn't get addicted to it because the smell of lavender smells amazing. But then after a while, you just get tired of that fucking smell. And if you can't sleep, take a fucking melatonin gummy. That's kind of how I see it, but that's true. And I remember you. Now I think about it, you're the one that said that you were from Lebanon. You were Lebanese. I'm still going to Lebanon. I'm going to Beirut. I'm still going. I'm still going. But I don't know. I'm scared to go to Beirut because I met this Lebanese guy in LA, and my landlord, who's really cool by the way, who I'm still cool with today, he's Lebanese, and he was just like, "Oh, it's expensive. Beirut's expensive." But I'm like, if I'm going with my California money, it's not gonna be that bad. But I found out that they take U.S. dollars there. That's why Lebanon is so expensive now. But it's still cheaper than America. Thank you, April. I'm so proud you've been watching for a while. I still watch your Jamaican food reviews. Oh my god, that was an interesting era of YouTube. When I was going to random restaurants that had the worst reviews and I was eating their food. Oh my god, and I was just trashing the food and throwing everything away. I would not do that in this economy because I do not have the fucking energy to be buying food that I don't even like because the food it was already rated 1 stars. Just to throw it in the fucking trash. Nah. White Lotus is good. I'll check out White Lotus because I did hear that because people keep telling me to watch that. I still haven't watched it. So how do you feel about K-pop groups? By the way, can you guys like this live stream? Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you can. Give it a nice like and a thumbs up if you can. I see that there's about 1,500 plus people in here. So if y'all got time, just give a nice little like. And for those of y'all who just came in, you have to watch the playback. So if you're asking me a question that it seems like I ignored it, watch the playback. We talked about Shannon Sharpe. We talked about Mary Jane Byarm. We talked about channel updates. I'm going to be more consistent very soon. And how also I'm going to be doing lives like at least every 2 weeks, maybe every week, at least a couple times a month. I'm just going to try to do more lives because everybody's going live except for me. I have to go live more, especially because I used to only go live on special occasions, but that's lame. I got to go live a lot more. There's a huge Dominican overall Hispanic Latino population in Atlanta. Just moved here in November. It's actually very international. Atlanta didn't went up. Like I know Atlanta has Mexicans. I know there's Cubans. I know there's Panamanians. Oh my God, Panamanians are all over Atlanta. I was so shocked. And I know there's Brazilians in Atlanta, but I didn't know that there were Dominicans in Atlanta. That's interesting. Let's see. Do you still have that black hat and your George Washington wig from when you first started YouTube? The leather cap I used to wear that was fucking peeling, or the bucket hat. Ugh, I threw that shit away a long time ago. Upgrade. The George Washington wig, I don't have that, but I might have to bring that out because if y'all know what the hell I known, excuse me. Let me just say that I have a lot more stuff to talk about the Miss Mary Jane stuff. Let's just say I have a lot more to talk about. And that probably won't be discussed until 1 month. The scammer girl who travels the world, Mary Jane, y'all remember her? Yeah, no, we're not going to speak on that now. We're not going to speak on that now. We're not going to speak on that now. We're just going to I don't want no one trying to steal my idea or trying to stop me because yeah, there's a lot to talk about. It's a lot of really awful, like, crazy ass to talk where you're just like, how fucking dare, like, you know what I mean? It's just next topic. Arizona, you live in Arizona. I've never been there, but I'm gonna go there because someone I know of has a bakery. Go to the Honey Butter Bakery. That's a very popular bakery. The Honey Butter Bakery, like it's owned by a fly ass black woman. Honey Butter Bakery in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm gonna go there and try their fucking sweets. Honey Butter Bakery. I want to try her sweets so badly. Oh, what was done to A. Marie? Yeah, there's already been deep dives about A. Marie. Yeah, there's been deep dives done on her already. Right now, I'm just like scrolling through because every time I start reading a comment, and I get distracted, and then boom, there's like 50 more comments. So like I'm just like scrambling. I'm not like reading them in order. If it seems like I skipped you, I'm not trying to skip you. You can just ask my. You could just ask your question again if you plan on staying long term. Let's see. Trace, can you re-upload the video when you went to the Ace Family charity basketball event? That video had me. It's still up. It's literally still up. Just type in Trace TV Ace Family. It's. I would never delete that video. I put so much effort into that video. Go watch that video. It's still up. It's still to the where I had the wig and I was in disguise at the Ace Family event. Go watch it. I have not talked about Sinners because I have not seen it, but I will watch it on bootleg when I get some time and energy. I'm not paying to go watch that shit at all. Okay, a lot of y'all keep asking me to talk about the Carmelo thing. The young man has to go into jail for what he did. I'm trying to leave here. I'm tired. It's okay. You can watch the playback. If you have to leave because y'all are tired, you can always watch the playback. But again, leave a thumbs up. If you do plan on leaving a little bit, just leave a nice little like as a means of leaving support. Oh my God. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, you got to go live more on YouTube because you're an OG YouTuber. It makes sense, low key, for the culture. I will get back. I'm posting more lives. Like I'm gonna post more lives. My bad, I got distracted because hella people just fucking left. That shit went from like 1600 to 1400 real quick. But again, y'all can watch the playback. It's okay. I'll be on here for a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna be on here for 6 hours. That's a little bit extensive because it's getting pretty late. I've heard some things about Blue Lotus flower. I don't know about too much about something to consider. Spill tea. Let's see. Yes, I live there. So many people spent. Oh wow, yeah. Yep, especially Nigeria. So there's a lot of Nigerians in Atlanta. When I went to Atlanta, I was like, wait, you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian. If you're a Nigerian living in Atlanta, what's a good Nigerian restaurant? I think someone told me about Ike's. Ike's, I hear, is really good Nigerian food in Atlanta. Yes, that's what I was talking about. He kept celebrating birthdays because people were saying he was older than what he was. I was getting ready to say he should be about 42, 43. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. You make everyone remember her. You make everyone remember her. Of course. I make sure everybody remembers Mary Jane Byron. And ain't nobody, no, you're not about to scam anybody and get away with it. I reported that scammer, as you should. But I'm going to just, because there's some interesting, horrific shit where I was like, wait, she did what to you? Very awful stuff where I'm like, let me just keep that to myself. Because I'm like, I don't want to fuck around and like say it and then people just be like, just, yeah. Anyways, that's not important. Yeah, because oh my God, if y'all could see let's see, my sister lives in Arizona. It's so boring there. Yeah, I hear it's boring, but they say it depends on who you know, who you hang out with. What do you think about Drewski choosing Bambi and already talking about a season 2? Could have been love while they're still at. Yo, Drewski's show does so well. I didn't even know about it until somebody told me about it. His show's getting like 8 million views plus an episode. I'm gonna watch his show because it's doing really well. I don't know about Drewski's shows, but again, thank you for the super chat. I don't know much about Drewski's shows, but I'm gonna watch his show, whatever. Did you see Blue Ivy? I did see Blue Ivy dancing with Beyonce. She looked amazing. She did a really fucking great job. Like when she first started performing with her mom, people talk about how stiff she was, and now she's like footwork. She did a great job. She looked real professional. She did a great job. Let's see. Let me see. It was overrated. Sinners was overrated. Okay, thanks for telling me that. Baby yours. Let's see. Choice is so frugal, lol. Thank you. Yes, I can be very cheap. Yes. Visit North Georgia. That's a good idea. Choices, let's see. Your one man choice videos on YouTube have me so weak, right? Some of my old videos, I've kind of like matured and like I'm more calm, but sometimes I'm still like a little crazy and petty and funny and goofy. But I still try to make more interesting, fun, engaging content. Just now the goal is just making timeless content. Content people could look back and be like, okay, I'm gonna come back to this. But it's still like in the realm of pop culture, what's trending news, and just making sure people gain something out of it. Because that's why people subscribe to me, because they feel like they gained laughter and knowledge at the same time. Skin is glowing choice. Thank you so much. Edith. Thank you, Edith. I never heard a name like that, Edith. I like that. The night is young. Stay as long as you want. That is very, very true. You're right. The night is young. Someone probably just went live. Let's see. Someone just went live. That's true. I'm not sure what you mean. Let me see. What's a nice place to live if you're over 60? Your opinion from my dad. If you're talking about overseas and out of the country, where's your dad from originally? Is he like from America and shit? If he's from America, maybe your dad should honestly look into moving to the Virgin Islands. He don't even need a passport for that. Or tell him that he can maybe go to Puerto Rico. If he wants even safer, he could probably go to Guam or the Samoas. Like go to one of the US territories. But if you want to go a little bit further out, Portugal. So developed. Oh my God. Portugal is literally Wakanda. I couldn't believe how many Black people were in Portugal. And then when I would talk, they'd be like, "No fala Portuguese," and I'm like, "No, I don't speak Portuguese." It'd be awkward. Like it was like people from Angola, people from South Tome and Principe, people from Guinea-Bissau. I was so shocked. I've never in my life been around a whole bunch of Black people that speak Portuguese, and it was literally Wakanda. Go to Portugal if you want to. If you want to go to a cool, fun, safe country in Europe where it's diverse and there's good food and there's good like food from Africa, like oh my God, Portugal. Oh my God, Portugal. They don't talk about Portugal enough. That country blew, and it's so cheap. It is so cheap compared to America. Of course, it's cheap. I was like, everything's affordable. This is like a hidden gem of Europe. It's a developed country. It's not as it's not as luxurious or fancy as Paris or London, but they have a great train system. Oh my God. And the Portuguese are so nice. Like people were literally helping me with my bags. They saw me with all my bags in the train station. Like this Brazilian guy walked up to me and I was like trying to carry my bags in the fucking apartment building and try to help me. People in Portugal are so kind. And oh my God, go to Portugal. That's all I'm gonna say. So much fun. Spill that tea choice. Not now. Not about Mary Jane Byron. About not now. Not now. Not now. Trust me, you'll understand why. I'm going to Portugal in a few months. Yes, please go. Did you hear about the lady? Okay, I'm finally caught up on comments. Did you hear about the lady that sold everything and is now living in a cruise ship? No, I didn't hear about her, but that's smart. People do that all the time. Choice, I wouldn't recommend Portugal. They just had a major outage along with Spain and some parts of France that was in the biggest cities in Lisbon and Madrid. I did hear about that. I didn't do so much research. I have to watch Lovely T's videos on it because I know Lovely T did a video. I didn't hear about that. But Lisbon, Portugal, the Portuguese, oh my God. Literally, wine is so cheap. You can find $2 bottles of wine there. You can get nice pastries, and the pastries will make you feel all fat and disgusting afterwards. You eat a lot of food there, and you won't get all fat and bloated. Portugal, that's where you go. Oh, Choice, come to Anguilla. Anguilla, the Anguilla Islands. Absolutely. Trace, did you hear that Austin McBroomstick is a Austin McBroomstick? That's hilarious. I remember I gave him that nickname. Austin McBroomstick is a Twitch streamer now, by the way. Love you lots, and I've been watching since 2020. Of course, I bet he's gonna. He's an entrepreneur. He's gonna try to make sure he gets his next bag, his next meal ticket, sometime soon. I think I know what the tea is about Mary Jane Byron, the scammer girl, the scam travel I've been talking about for years. Trust me, you don't. Trust me, you don't. Trust me, you don't. When y'all hear about it, y'all gonna be like, "Oh my God, that's some crazy ass shit." Like when someone had hit me, I was mortified. I was like, damn. Like I low-key wanted to like cry a little bit. I was like, that's so sad that she did. Like, oh my god. But that's another video. Yeah. I've never seen you live and I love it. Been watching you for years. Thank you so much, Kay, for watching. I appreciate you. So proud of how you've come. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Been through the fucking trenches, but you just gotta be consistent and just be willing to be open to growth. Like if you've been watching me for a while, like a lot of you, I'm sure, been watching me since I was putting mayonnaise in my mac and cheese and ketchup and hot sauce and mustard on my mac and cheese. Listen, I still love my weird food combinations. I just had to chill and scale back on it because I'm too passionate about the topics. Because I kind of stopped doing the weird food combinations because people would be talking about the food the whole video. Like I had a video one time that got like I had a video once and I got like 1 million fucking views. And majority of the comment section is literally about the fact that I put too much fucking mustard on my chicken. That's what the most of the I'm like, I said some real shit in this video, and y'all are talking about me having like a pool of mustard in my fucking chicken. Because I love mustard. That's one I love. I literally sometimes like I'll literally take mustard packets and I'll literally eat them. I love mustard. And I put a whole bunch like and then like it was drenched in mustard. I just ate the chicken. People were disgusted by me. I mean, I still eat a lot of interesting stuff. I just don't do it on camera. I don't want that to take away from the video, so I stopped just doing that. Let's see. Arizona is the next California. We have movies here and hella places to visit. You should try Lolo's. It's like that waffles place in Cali, I heard. Lolo's is in Arizona? I know Lolo's Chicken and Waffles is in Vegas. I didn't know that they were in Arizona. I'll check them out in Arizona for sure. I should post travel logs. I will because people always ask me to, but sometimes I just but they take so long to edit. Oh my god, when I did my video going to Trinidad, that shit took fucking forever to edit. I'm like, oh my god, like when am I gonna be done? Because you gotta rewatch the clips. You gotta see if it flows nicely. If I find an editor, a good one, then I'll post travel vlogs. When I find a good editor. But oh my god, like just sitting there and watching the whole thing, I just be like, oh my god. Like, because the thing is, you have to rewatch it because you got to make sure that there's no copyrighted music. Because if you walk into a shopping mall and somebody's blasting Beyonce Formation, automatically your video is just flagged, like flat. Or guess what? They can take it down because you got Beyonce's Formation playing. Like, you got to watch it, make sure it flows nicely. And I'm like, all right, if I can find a good editor, I'll post travel vlogs. But it got to be a good one. It can't be no basic editor. It got to be a good editor. There ain't a power. Yeah, there is a power outage in Portugal, but Portugal is lit as fuck. It's lit over there. Like their medical care is good as fuck, and the Portuguese are so fucking. When I got recognized in Portugal, and I was so shocked by these two really nice Angolan women on the train. They were so cool. Portugal is where it's at. Affordable, good healthcare, and they love Black people. They like it's Wakanda. Like if you thought Atlanta obviously has more melanated people, but Portugal, oh my god, Indians everywhere, people from Angola everywhere, Black people from here everywhere. Like there's even people speaking Spanish. That like there's people from like fucking like all parts of Latin America there, all Brazilians there. Oh my god, Portugal is great and it's safe and it's affordable. I can't stress enough. That's my favorite European city for sure. I thought London was my favorite European city, but when I saw Portugal, I was like, y'all weather is so much like their weather is chef's kiss. I'm like, why don't more people know about Portugal? The only people that travel to Portugal are other Europeans or people from Africa. Y'all need to go to Portugal. It is safe as fuck. Let's see. Did you hear about Adriana Young, the 11-year-old child that was kidnapped in a hotel? Then the police come to protect the hotel owner's son who started a fire in the room. They said the child was kept. What the fuck? Adriana Young. I'll keep a mental note about that. I ain't never heard about that shit. I'll write that down so that way I know. Because sometimes, okay, sometimes I gotta write stuff down because y'all be telling me names about like cover this, cover that. It's because I forget. Oh my god, I got this cheap ass fucking case from Amazon. You skipped my comment, boo. Joe's the Guru. Okay, what was your comment? Please comment it again. If you try to ask me a question, I did not see it. Please for sure to ask me again because again, it's so many fucking questions. Let me go. What happened to the Mary Jane choice? What happened with Mary Jane? That's interesting. That's an interesting conversation for another day. That's another video. It's probably set people to be party poopers. I believe Mary Jane Meyer, Mother Thursdays. Yeah. How bad is it? Like bad? Oh, you're talking about. So people asking about the scam traveler that we talking about. Mary Jane. People saying like, how bad is it? Is it bad? It's bad to the point where you're probably gonna just like honestly want to fucking like cry because you're just that's all honestly. I just like you'll literally look at it and be like, damn, like who the fuck does that? Like, why the fuck would she do that shit? Like, anyways, that I don't want to go too deep into that. That's another video. Go live more. I will, Jay. Absolutely. Oh, you remember that? Yep. Sorry, 555. I will. Give me a second. Let's see. Dubai chocolate is a bit overrated. I've never even had that shit. I don't even care to have it. Like, what the fuck? They got. I don't even like pistachios. I'm not. Honestly, I'll try it, but I've never even had that shit. TikTok blew it up. It don't even look that good. It's $20 to fucking get fucking Dubai chocolate. You could probably get it for like $2 if you actually go to Dubai. Let's see. I remember your alligator mukbang. I'll still eat an alligator to this day. I remember you eating mustard. Let's see. Yep. Oh, there's a whole Reddit thread of Mary Jane Byram that's still active today. I saw that. It's still very active. Yep. Yes, roasted that alligator. He did. Used to eat those mukbangs. You do mukbangs. Don't be eating. No, that's what's up with that. That's because of the mustard. Oh yeah. I'll do more mukbangs very soon for sure. I don't mind. Will you ever come to Houston? I love Houston. I would actually live there. I will come to Houston for sure. My favorite places in Houston. I do like Lotus Seafood, even though it's like a basic spot for seafood, but I still like Lotus Seafood. Let's see. In Houston, I also really love Chapman and Kirby on a Sunday. The food sucks, but you go there for the vibes. And from Sunday, from like 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., Chapman and Kirby is lit. The Gator did look good though, right? Do you think that there will be an artist that'll match Michael Jackson's peak? Absolutely not. Never. Oh, okay. My bad. I got your comment now. Okay. What happened to the YouTuber who started out skinny and ate himself into obesity? Oh, the Asian guy. I think his name is Matt Stone or some shit like that. Where he used to eat all kinds of crazy calories, like 30,000 calories. That's a documentary that you want, or you just like are asking me? Let's see. Hire me. I'm a video/film editor. Send me your work via email. If you're an editor, send me your work. I get a lot of emails, so you would have to be patient. If I don't see your email like literally within a week, comment on an Instagram post and be like, "Hey, Choice, I emailed you. Check your email." And that's for anyone. Period. Like if you ever emailed me and I never responded or saw it, tweet me. Nobody ever tweets me. Tweet me or comment on an Instagram post or DM me on Instagram and say, "Hey, could you check your email? Can you check?" Or comment on my recent YouTube video and just be like, "Hey, check your email, and then I'll check and I'll see it. Let's see. Maturity. Oh, thank you. Love my maturity. I decided to come to Las Vegas because of DV. And I want to say I've been here 2 weeks and I'm a full-time student and was denied food and medical help. That's America. You're getting denied food and medical help. My best advice for you if you want to save money on food, download the app Too Good to Go. And this is advice for anyone that wants to save money on food. They have it in Paris, they have it in Europe, they have it in some parts of Europe. There's an app called Too Good to Go where basically restaurants are literally throwing out food. Because if you ever worked in the restaurant industry, you know they're always throwing out food, like crates of chicken. Excuse me. Bakeries are there when they can't sell enough donuts, they throw out carts of donuts. Like, well, no one bought donuts today, so we're gonna throw it all out. Too Good to Go is an app where you could literally download it, and then a lot of managers who run these restaurants will like give it out for like $2-3. Like you could literally get like a big box of donuts for like $7, and that same big box of donuts would have been like $20 if it was fresh. So check out that app. It'll tell you restaurants and stores near you. Check it out. But the only thing is you don't get to pick your stuff at all. It's always a surprise. Let's see. Because I'm trying to do better. Have you watched? Let's see. This would you be going to other Caribbean islands? Yes, I will be on other Caribbean islands for sure. If you ask me a question and I seem like I skipped it, it's either because I probably already answered it or I just didn't see it. So how do you feel about K-pop? You got distracted, LOL. Oh, I did get distracted. I don't really like K-pop at all. I like the music videos and the cinematography, but I'm not really a K-pop fan. I think K-movies look really good. Korean movies are great, but I don't know. I don't really like K-pop. And then when they be trying to rap and shit, I'd be like, oh, this is awkward. But that's because I probably listen to the commercialized K-pop. Like, what was it? That Brenda girl and that Jenny girl. And then what is it? BTS. BTS is okay, but I'm not really big on K-pop. Let's see. I ate some KFC that was left over. But if you want, like, I mean, I do have something I might cook for dinner. So basically, I have like some marinated beef in my freezer at the Korean market. If you ever want some really cool things, I highly recommend going to them Chinese and Korean market. They always got cool little platters of marinated meat where they marinate the chicken for you in their special Asian marinades, and they just like put it out for you to buy. So that's it. Let's see. You've been confused for years. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm really glad that my channel resonates with you. I'm sorry, you said you love a Portuguese. Interesting. Try Brazil. Have you been to any countries in Asia? I've never even touched Asia. I mean, the most I've done was Turkey, but Turkey is like half Asia, half Europe, I think. But that's it. I don't think I've ever touched Asia, but I need to. I'm surprised because Spain is hella racist and they're right next to door. Listen, Spain is nothing like Portugal. The Spanish are just like really uppity sometimes. Sometimes they can be nice, but sometimes they get very uppity and standoffish, kind of like New Yorkers. But for the Portuguese are the fucking Mississippi, Texans, North Carolinians of Europe. Like they're so sweet and chill and hospitable. Let's see. My bad. Had a weird glitch. Hold on. Yeah, the Portuguese are nothing like the Spanish. That's one thing I will say. The Portuguese are nothing like them. Let's see. Let's see. Could you try a I mean, I had an alligator. A crocodile is a smaller version of that. I don't think I'd be into that. Let's see. My bad. I got startled because I saw something. My bad. I'm trying to like literally read the comments. And every time I try to read the comment, it's like 50, 100 more comments. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I really do. I really do need my glasses. I do. I'm not gonna lie. So I used to wear glasses a lot when I was a teenager, but then I just stopped wearing them. I think because getting on camera, like literally like having to wear glasses and that glare, I just literally stopped wearing them. And then it just became a force of habit. I still carry them in my bag and like my little side bag, in my backpack or like in my luggage, and I don't even wear them. But I should probably stop because people tell me that if you don't wear your glasses consistently or contacts, you will literally fuck up your eyes over time. And then what kind of makes it worse is I'm always in front of like studio lights, and then sometimes that just makes it worse. But I got to start wearing contacts. I might have to go to the eye doctor because that might get worse. Let's see. Oh my god. You said I was looking for Brazilian eggplant during off season. Big mistake. Maybe next time during the carnival. Have you been to Brazil? Try going to smaller cities. Honestly, Rio is cool, but Rio's a vibe. Rio's fun, but like everybody goes to Rio, and then during carnival, it's so expensive. Try a smaller city in Brazil. Joyce, have you been to New Haven? They low-key have some pretty lit pizza. I just visited and I was shocked. I heard that. I heard Connecticut got the best pizza ever. I heard Connecticut and upstate New York has like the best pizza you'll ever have. I'm gonna try their pizza, New Haven style pizza. I've never had their pizza. Let's see. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, you can ask me now because like I'm officially scrolled all the way at the bottom. So feel free to ask me any questions if you still have them. Nick Avocado was big, but Matt Stoney is Nick Avocado is / was big. Matt Stoney. Let's see. Did you talk about Shannon yet? I did talk about Shannon. I talked about him at the beginning of this live, like when the live first started. So if you want to know what I said, catch the playback and then you'll know what I said. Basically, he was a freak and he was in some really freaky shit. And to be honest with you, he was into like BDSM and like that girl got like she had a secret recording. Honestly, if I were, I don't know. I think Shannon Sharpe, he might low key be guilty, in my opinion, because why did he try to settle? His team tried to settle with her because she's going after 50 million, and then he tried to settle allegedly outside of court. I don't know if you really try to set. I don't know if you're trying to settle out of court quickly and easily. I don't know. Maybe because he's trying to protect his brand deals, but I don't know. I don't know. I think Shannon Sharpe is definitely. I don't know. I think it's gonna get ugly because again, Shannon Sharpe was signing some really major deals because his interviews are doing so well. So I think there's a dark force behind all the Shannon Sharpe stuff for sure. I think somebody's really trying to take him out for sure. I think there's somebody that's he pissed off and someone's coming for blood. Let's see. He has a T daughter. She's pretty cool. I don't know if you've seen her making the rounds around social media. No, I haven't seen his T daughter. I didn't know he had a trans daughter. I didn't know that at all. How old is she? I mean, I keep forgetting Elon Musk is not that young. Oh, no, I did not, but I will look into that and make a video about it because everybody keeps telling me to research that. Let's see. Somebody said, let's see. I've been watching you since I was 21. If it seemed like I skipped your question, I probably already talked about that earlier. Just watch the playback and you'll see everything I discussed. I mostly discussed everything I talked about. I talked about the Boondocks would be doing so good right now and all that's going on during this year. I'm still upset that Boondocks isn't coming back. I'm so upset Boondocks isn't coming back. Boondocks really deserves another season, but unfortunately, Aaron McGurk just doesn't want to do it. He was going to come back, but then creative differences came up again, and then he backed out of it like he always does. So anytime I hear Boondocks coming back, I just be like, all right, whatever. Boondocks isn't coming back. Let's see. I have not seen Sinners. You said Trigger. I have not seen Sinners. Can you do more 1-star review restaurant videos? Or would y'all even be into that? That was a trend back then to do 1-star reviewed videos. Would y'all even be into me making those? Do you watch baddies? I find it low vibration. They only drink and fight. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do watch it because it's the closest thing to Bad Girls Club, but I watch it sometimes. I don't really watch it. I more so just skim through it. Like, all right, that's enough. Like, I just press the arrow key to just fast forward through the whole show, and I just want to see them beat the fuck out of each other. They all annoy me, so I'm like, okay, look, if y'all are gonna annoy me, I want to at least see y'all smack and beat each other up. I want to see y'all fight for blood, like hurt each other, so I can just go about my day. Yes, I am keeping my word about the lives and videos. I'm not playing. Can you make a video update about financial advice? I can talk about some things about credit, because I know some stuff. I can talk about that for sure. Let's see. Somebody said, let me see. Someone, I think Boondocks should stay in the past. Honestly, Boondocks, I mean, Boondocks, it was good for the times. Like, Boondocks was lit. You know what I mean? Just like, what else there to make about Boondocks? I think Boondocks is just a timeless classic that if they were to bring it back, they would fuck it up. Like, when they bought Boondocks back, when it was gone for years, like when it ended in 2009, and then they bought it back again in 2014, and it was like, okay, what is this? This is so fucking mid. And then they try to bring it back two more times after that, and it's just like, okay, yeah, Boondocks is not all that great. But they bought it back again in 2014. Oh yeah. Let's see. Baddies fall off after West, in my opinion. Will you be watching when Stunner Girl comes back? Of course. I actually will be watching when Stunner comes back. Honestly, Baddies is just lame. It's just so fucking lame. Like, I just literally be scrolling past it. Like, for those of you who still watch Baddies, like, I don't know if y'all sit through the whole episode, but these recent 3 seasons, I just be like, scroll, scroll, I don't care. Scroll, scroll, scroll. I don't care. Scroll, scroll. Even the auditions are so demonic. Like sometimes I watch the auditions and I'm like, why are they all fighting for like 20 minutes? Like you can't even get to know none of these people. Oh, somebody said your birthday is a day before mine. Really? Shout out to you, fellow Leo. Shout out to you, Isabella. You're a Leo as well. I look forward to your B-Day videos every year to start mine off right. What you doing for your birthday, Leo twin? Honestly, I don't know, but I low-key wanna go. I don't know. I don't know, maybe I'll go to Egypt. I don't know. I usually just wing it. I usually just look at my birthdays as just any other day. I'll usually just film content, shoot content, go live. But I'll do something special. Why not? I might even throw like a cool little birthday bash. Why not? That might be fun, right? Invite some people watching this, invite some people who follow me. That'll be fun. If you got the resource to produce a show, what would it be about? I remember you talked about possibly creating your own show in the future. Or that are you into? Oh yeah, I was. That was like my passion during the pandemic, but then I got bored of that shit real quick. So yeah, I I would still do that. I would still revisit the idea, but that script is just old and thrown out in a way. Like I did put the pilot of my script on Patreon. So if you do want to read that, you can scroll all the way down on Patreon back in 2020 and you'll see that I did post my script on Patreon if you do want to still watch that. Read that and you're curious. Let's see. You're gonna have to Google that. Let's see. I can't watch Case Nat. Baddies is demonic and portray black. Honestly, that's my big thing about baddies. I hate that all of them are black. Like sometimes I watch baddies and I'd be like, why are all of them black? Like, can you guys get some Hispanic and white women and Indian women and Middle Eastern women beating the fuck out of each other? Like, can they all just not be black? Like, can we diversify the audience a little bit? Yeah, I wish Baddies was more diverse. Baddies is not that diverse, and it's awkward because I just be like, I hate that they all look the same and they're watching this. And the demographic that looks like these women is watching this shit. I wish it was mixed. I would come, yes, of course. Would you ever host a trip with a group of followers? I did say that. Watch my last live stream. Yes, I did say that. I would definitely do that. Yes, The beauty of Bad Girls Club is that it was way more diverse. Like it had like diversity. It had things that, like they had shit to talk about on Bad Girls Club, and it was different girls. Like it was girls that were like Albanian, girls who were from like who were like of Japanese descent, like girls from everywhere. They had a girl who was from what is it? She was from Kyrgyzstan, or was she from Bulgaria? She was from somewhere, but that's what I miss about Bad Girls Club, the diversity. Now baddies is just if you got a BBL and you got hands and you can bring us good TV, then we'll just cast you. It's just like, why can't they cast girls with character, not girls who just want to make a good moment for like a meme or TikTok? Cast girls with character and flair. People like make stars. Like they just be casting any fucking body, and then they all look like the demographic that watched them. Like I really wish all the girls that were on baddies were not all black, because it makes me look at that and be like, yikes! Like is this the only representation? Like can y'all represent other racial groups as well and have them beating the fuck out of each other as well? I don't know. I don't like baddies. Baddies is lame. I'll watch for the fights and then I click off next, and then I plan on canceling my subscription. But with the way Zeus is going, they know Baddies is their biggest show. So Baddies is actually coming back on May 11th. It's coming back literally within 2 weeks, because they know people are going to be canceling their subscriptions left and right, because most people are subscribed to that platform for that particular show. And it's millions of people subscribed for just to watch Baddies. We the face of all bullshit. Yeah, I hate that they're all black. I really wish they weren't. Oh, with Nicki Minaj's sister, Bag's Gone Wild. Yeah, Nicki Minaj's sister's gonna be on it, and I don't know. I don't know. Let's see how that goes. Let's see, Canada Prime Minister. I have no idea what's going on with Canada's Prime Minister. I just know that they got free healthcare and they love maple syrup, and Canada is an amazing place to raise a family. That's the only thing I know about Canada, and that's where Drake's from, and it's diverse. And most Canadians don't give a fuck to ever come to America or live in America because they got everything they need. Oh, and y'all weather sucks. That's what I know about Canada. It's so hard or rare for Hollywood to put black women in romantic good roles, but it's easy for them to broadcast them fighting each other, right? Like, can we get a new Nia Long? Can we get a new Tiffany Pollard? You know what I mean? Because Tiffany Pollard, who's New York from I Love New York, she fought on reality television, but she barely fought. She was a star. She was fun. She was interesting, and she didn't have to put her hands on people to be interesting. And she got casted for VH1 and on multiple shows because she was a star. She had flair. Can we bring that to reality television? Why do they all got to be punching each other? Why they all got to be beating the fuck out? Like, why does it got to be about swinging and fighting? Like, even when you watch the reunions, you just be like, bro, it's nothing but violence. It's nothing but violence. No story structure, no story arcs, no growth, no lesson learned, nothing. Ooh, the thing about BGC, the girls were never supposed to fight. They tried to get each other sent home. The unexpected fights made it more interesting to watch. Yep. BGC was never supposed to be about fighting. It just happened. If you're still watching this live, shout out to you, because I've been online for 2 hours. And I might even fuck around and get off of here. But please be sure to honestly leave a like. I might get off of here a little bit. I just don't know what else to talk about. Because I feel like covering, oh yes, Nia Long was so pretty. I love everything about the 90s style makeup and love the music. I'm like, can we get another Nia Long? Can we see more Nia Longs and like what was it, The Photograph? Is that the movie she was in? Oh, Love Jones, when she was a photographer. Can we get more Nia Long and Love Jones? Can we get more I Love New York and Tiffany Pollards? Can we get more Nene Leakes, people who don't have to fight, people who have character and flair and a cool vibe? It just like it really is about violence when you watch Baddies. And it's like, I don't know. People don't take Zeus seriously because of that. And Zeus is trying to go into the direction of like movies, TV shows, and all that stuff. And I want to do a little bit more. You know what I mean? I want to see a little bit more with that platform, because that platform just known for reality television. I want to see what else they got in the works, because apparently they're working on movies and TV shows and films. And let's just see what they got in the pipeline. I noticed that when big money negotiation time is followed by scandals. Drake, Shannon Sharpe. Yup. Before Shannon Sharpe signed his deal, or when he was about to sign that deal, that whole scandal came out. It definitely happened. Are you really kidding me? Someone said Tommy Lee is this generation's Nia Long. She might be. She has the same amount of impact, the same amount of like fucking buzz that Nia Long had back then. Because you see Tommy Lee every fucking where. But yeah, let's see. Been in here for the whole 2 hours. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm happy that you're still watching. Let's see. Yeah, Tommy Lee is insane. She's insane. Even Jocelyn Hernandez is like not fucking with Tommy Lee. She's insane. Halle Berry was really something back then. I loved her to this day. I don't even know if she was I don't even know if she was biracial till now. Yeah, Halle Berry. I think her mom is biracial and then her dad is black. Let's see. Oh, Zeus didn't start out that way. That's the crazy part. I used to have a bunch of goofy silly shows that was done by content creators from YouTube. Yeah, Zeus didn't start off that way. It used to be chill, laid back kind of platform where it was fun, silly documentaries and fun, silly shows, and then it just completely went to shit after Baddies came on the platform. Baddies kind of like set the standard because BGC fans really wanted Bad Girls Club to come back, and then Baddies happened. What are your thoughts on President's executive orders requiring truck drivers to speak English? I mean, yeah, I get it. A lot of truck drivers, they got to be able to read documents. Like, there's more to being a truck driver than just driving a truck. You got to be able to read documents. You got to be able to talk to people that you're like, you know, loading and unloading with. And some of them are in southern states where they don't even care to learn a new language, or some of them are in lower small cities where they don't, And it's like there's Google Translate, but I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? It sucks because it limits jobs, but it's like I get it. You know what I mean? Because let's be real. If I was in fucking Brazil or if I was in like El Salvador trying to be a truck driver, if I didn't speak the local language, they would not want to hire my ass at all, whether I had a license or not. So since I got to ask myself, should I be mad at America putting strict laws about, oh, you got to be able to speak English, oh, you got to be able to this? I mean, I get America doesn't have an official language, but I'm going to be real. Like, if I went to any of these people's countries, would their country hire me if I didn't speak the language? Would it be easy for me to get a job? That's all I'm going to say. Because sometimes it can be kind of insulting to expect people to assimilate to a foreign language and you don't care to learn their language. Let's see. Could you cover Bad Baby saying Kanye West for president and stuff like that? Or is it irrelevant? Honestly, Kanye West for president is a fucking joke that I thought died in 2021. Let's see. Why would it make a lifelong goal to destroy any other human being? You hate that girl, Mary Jane, and you are known for trying to destroy her. That is so sad. Find Jesus. Bitch, you find Jesus. Your mama find Jesus, bitch. Mary Jane on her burner. Why are they here spamming here? It's probably her. It probably is her. Shit. It probably is. Who knows? Let's see. Let's see. Someone said, let's see. Let's see. What are your favorite Haitian dishes from childhood? My favorite Haitian dishes from childhood, I would say it's probably going to be pickles, which is Haitian coleslaw, and it's definitely, I would say, Haitian Haitian spaghetti, because Haitians make spaghetti in a very interesting and unique way. And I didn't realize that it was Haitian spaghetti till I got older, but Haitian spaghetti for sure. How you do with narcissistic family members? I love my boundaries up, but I left my boundaries up. I have my boundaries, but I can't move out at the moment. You might have to move out or get a roommate. The best way to set up boundaries is to try to establish distance. If you can't establish distance, you got to try to find a way to establish distance. Find a relative, a family friend, someone you grew up with, and you'll pretty much be fine. So that's all I got to say on that. So all I got to say is that it's just you got to find a way to create distance. The U.S. should have made Native Americans and Spanish girl. Oh, the U.S. should have made Native American or Spanish as a second language in school. I don't think English should be the standard. Most of our lakes, towns, and states are named after Spanish or natives. I agree. I feel like I really wish America encouraged us to also speak Spanish because it would have been really nice if more Americans were bilingual or trilingual. And then you go to other countries, they have like 2 or 3 official languages, and or 4. And I just think to myself, I just wish that we learned more languages because America doesn't have an official language. We're like a melting pot of everything. So I feel like America should have encouraged us to like learn more languages. Like we're not encouraged to learn more languages in America. We're just not. You have to learn on your own time. But when you go to other countries in Africa, they're encouraged to learn other languages because their language isn't primarily spoken in the world. I guess because English is the most primary, right next to like Mandarin or Arabic, because those languages are primary, you're taught to learn the primary, most popular languages. But I really wish that we were taught more languages. Same. That's why I'm happy Dochi's around. I want to see more darker skinned girls in pop music for sure. Let's see. Um, well, no, it's not the second language of America. Like it's the most popular language in America next to English, but it's not the official language. America doesn't have an official language at all. If you look, like Brazil has an official language, Portuguese. Mexico has Spanish. France has French. We don't have an official language in America. Like we just don't. We just have no official language. Tasha K versus Trace would be hilarious. Why would that be hilarious? Thoughts on the low birth rate in South Korea? I don't even know. I mean, South Korea got mad. South Korea already has over like 54 million people on the country, and that's a small country compared to the rest of the world. I don't know. Like, I maybe they don't need no more kids at that point. Let's see. White Americans won't allow it. They hold away politics and always will. Hey, Troy, I'm so glad I caught your live. Good luck repping the American travelers and expats. Things are getting wild out here. Let's see. I'm trying to respond to you. And again, if I skipped your comment, watch the playback. Watch it back so that way you can catch up with everything. Yeah, we don't have one. We don't have an official language. Yes, I trust that you will. You got to go hard. Leverage social media. If you want to be the next it pop girl and you look a certain way, you use TikTok, you use Instagram, you use social media. You have to literally brand yourself and build yourself up. That's what you have to do. Social media is a tool. Like that's a resource that a lot of people don't have. If you want to build a business and be a brand, use social media. Like YouTube may not be the way anymore because YouTube has shifted, but use TikTok, use Instagram, use something, or use YouTube while you still can. YouTube is still pretty lit right now. It's kind of becoming harder and harder to blow, but use as much social media as possible and build a fucking brand because you just never know. And be consistent because people think they can do this social media shit and then they pop off after like a year, and then when 5 years go by, they're gone, or they blow through all their money and then they're gone. Make sure you do something that's sustainable and have an end goal. Not just you want to be fucking famous for validation. That's not an end goal. That's validation. That's looking for external validation. What's your thoughts on the manosphere? The red pill guys, you talk about how, women need to stop doing this and, and men this and submissive this and oh my God, that and Kevin Samuels this. And I don't fucking care about those content creators personally. I don't even click on those videos. Some of them make me laugh. Like Fresh and Fit make me laugh. Like I'll casually like put on their videos. Not anymore though. They bored the fuck out of me now. But like I'll casually like put on one of their videos like just casually. like in the background from one of my friends or just casually like play it just to be funny. But they're just good to hate watch when you're bored. The best way to learn another language is to go to that country and pick up their dialect. I agree. I picked up on a lot of Spanish when I was in Mexico. I picked up on a lot of Spanish when I stayed in Dominican Republic for 2 weeks. I picked up on a lot of Portuguese when I stayed in Brazil for a month. I agree. If I can't go to other countries and survive, why the fuck? You know, you know what I mean? It's just like I can't go to other countries and expect them to speak English because I speak English. If I want to work or assimilate and live in that country, I gotta learn that language. And that's what everybody should do. English is just the primary language in America. But I also think I wish Americans were more bilingual and trilingual. I really think it's important for a lot of us to speak different languages. I really wish America encouraged it because in Canada they encourage being bilingual and trilingual. And in other countries in Africa they promote it, but in America we really don't. We just think that we're hot shit because we speak English. And English is everybody want to learn English all over the world. Everybody, like everybody's practicing English in some way because American media and English media just takes over. The rolling waste, I gotta look more into that. Apparently, he's out here scamming and running out people's money after they book him and try to pay him for stuff. I gotta look more into that. Ooh, that's humbling. When you go to a country where nobody speaks your language, that'll teach you how to be grateful for the country you come from. And that'll teach you to realize that your language is not like the dominant language in the world. It teaches you empathy when you go to other countries and you don't speak the language. Oh, thank you, Essence. I appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Feel free to leave a like on the video if you have time. Feel free to leave a like. Let's see. Miami is full of Hispanics. They are so racist here, and I just feel like we've been here, so it's not fair to us with the jobs, etc. I can go to Walmart and they don't know English. That is so true. You go to Walmart, you go to Target, they don't care to learn English, and then they get mad when you don't speak Spanish. Like I got some stories to tell. Like growing up in Miami, like going to stores and they get irritated because I don't understand what the fuck they're saying. Get irritated because I don't know none of the Spanish. Like it's just like you mad at me because I don't speak Spanish and you're in my fucking country. Like that was just like I've had some rude ass customer service workers be like, like because they're irritated that I don't understand Spanish. And I'm just like, bitch, do you not realize that we're still in America? Like I remember one time I went into a grocery store one time, and this guy who was working security guard, he was trying to tell me to put my book bag up because I had a backpack on because I was in high school. And he was like, I think he said "akipaje" or something like that because "akipaje" I think it means backpack in Spanish. And he was like, something "akipaje," and I was like, huh? And at the time, my Spanish wasn't great, and he was like, "aki like pie," like he was like trying to speak to me, and I was like, I don't understand. And he's like, and he like put his he's like this. And I'm like, oh my backpack. And he's like he like caught an attitude and he looked at me so stank because I didn't understand him. And it's just like imagine if I did that to him because he didn't understand me in English, then I'd be fucked up, right? Then I'd be in the wrong. So please, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I never understood Miami. Like Miami's great and all, but I really hate that even though it's primarily Spanish speaking, how you get shit for not understanding or speaking Spanish, and then they punish you in the job market. They ask you after an interview, "You speak Spanish?" You say no, and they be like, "Oh, it's okay, you'll learn," or they won't hire you because you don't speak Spanish. Sometimes that can really suck. So in Miami, you have to move to the suburbs to kind of like limit that a little bit. But if you're like in the deep parts of Miami, you'll walk in places, try to get a job, and they won't even hire you as a bartender. They won't even hire you as a waitress. They won't even hire you working cashier or being a hostess. They won't even hire you working at certain hospitals because they prefer someone that speaks Spanish. Or if you want to work as a receptionist, they need you to speak Spanish. But what's so crazy is even if you do speak Spanish, they won't pay you for speaking Spanish. They just want you to speak Spanish. They won't pay you more for speaking Spanish. And then a lot of times they'll hire people that speak Spanish primarily rather than someone that just speaks English, even though they're from that country. Miami was an interesting world to grow up in. That's what I will say. Like, it encouraged me to learn Spanish, and I definitely did learn a lot of Spanish. And so entiendo un poco español. Like I speak a little bit of Spanish. Entiendo un poco español. Necesito más practicar. I can speak a little bit of Spanish and hold my own and understand it conversationally. But Miami just it was really fucked up going to Miami, growing up in Miami, and trying to like get a job as a youngin, because all the low end jobs you try to get, if you didn't speak Spanish, they just weren't gonna hire you, and that sucked as a kid. Do you think majority majoring in a hobby is okay? Yeah, or is it better to major something you'll know? Honestly, if you have a hobby, don't fucking go to college for your hobby. Learn how to perfect and make money off your hobby off YouTube and save your money. Save your money, save your parents' money. What the fuck you doing going to college for something that you think isn't really going to make you money? If you want education, get education from an online course that's cheap or from YouTube. Don't go to college for some hobby and then just not even use a degree. Like, teach yourself some stuff. Like, don't go to school for, Mandarin when you could learn it from just living abroad for a year. Don't go to school for, arts and craft when you can learn that shit yourself. Unless you specifically are looking for a particular job in that field, don't go to college for it just because you're passionate. No, you will waste your time and you will waste your money. Find something that's similar. Like, if you want to be in school for like, I don't know, for like fashion, you don't need school to learn fashion. You just need experience and internships, and then you'll be fine, or your own work or experience. That's all you need. If you really want to do like fashion and stuff like that, do marketing. Like, go to college for marketing. You can leverage that in fashion and then in other things. So be smart. Don't waste your money, because then you're gonna look back and you're gonna regret it. Because let me say, because I'm saying, oh, you said I'm Afro Latino, but learned Spanish the most fluently and proficiently because of school, which has helped me living in Miami, Florida, and South Texas, which are two different dialects. I be getting side eyes. Oh yeah. If you come to California or you come to go to Texas trying to speak Spanish that you learned from Cubans and all that stuff, the Spanish is so different. They're gonna look at you crazy, like, huh? You know what I mean? Like, you could tell a lot about what's like Spanish is different everywhere. Like, even like saying like straw, like every country says straw differently. Like, I think saying straw in Mexican Spanish is papote, and then saying it in like, well, what is it? I think Chilean Spanish is bombito. I think that's how you say straw. Like, everybody has their own way of saying it. So they gonna look at you crazy the minute you say straw, drinking straw in Spanish. Let's see it. I do art in Miami, Basil, and I'm gone. Too much rudeness, if you know what I mean. A lot of those rude people aren't even from Miami. That's the crazy part. I'm going to Miami for the first time for my birthday, although I'm born in Florida. Is there anything I should watch out for? Keep your eye on your drink. Uh, if a guy says, "Hey, what's up? You trying to party?" and wants to invite you to a mansion party, say no, don't go. Or if you're gonna go, go with some friends, and make sure your Uber actually matches the tag, or preferably rent a car, because renting a car is so much. Ubers are so fucking expensive in Miami. Oh my god, rent a car. Renting a car is so cheap in Miami. Rent a car on the Turo app, the Turo Turo app. Rent a car on there. It's so much cheaper. It'll be like $180 for 2 days, 3 days. Rent a Turo. If you're under 25, it might be pricier, but just rent a car. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Let's see. When are you leaving California? Holiday season. Hate to say, but Hispanics are more racist than white people. A lot of people think that, depending on where you're from. It just depends on where you're from. If you're in New York City, a lot of them aren't like that. Like, a lot of them aren't prejudiced and rude to black folks. I don't know. That's just my perspective. If you're from New York City, you might have a different perspective, but it all just depends on what particular city you're in. You know what I mean? And they're not racist in their own country. It's just a lot of times some of them have like a mindset of like superiority complex when they come to certain countries as a minority, or sometimes they might just be rude to everybody. Sometimes it's not even race. Sometimes they're just rude to everybody that's not them. It doesn't speak their language, because they are always reminded that they're different from everybody. So I would say, honestly, it depends on what city in America you're from or where you go. Oh, I remember when the scam calls used to come from overseas. Now the scam calls are coming from places like Texas. backwards. And then when you call support, neither one of y'all understand. Yup. I felt that my small town wasn't the best either. Ain't for the oh yeah, Afro Latino and actually being black presenting ain't for the faint of heart, no shade. Yeah, you get a lot of looks. They be like, tú hablas español? Like they look at you crazy when you speak Spanish. And you be like, sí. And they be like, entiende español en escuela? Like you learned in school, aprende en escuela, and then you have to tell them that it's your native tongue or you learn. You know, it just becomes awkward and weird. Yeah, they don't talk about black people in Latin America. They really should more. Yeah, I be knowing shit just from like life experience and just going through shit and learning stuff and traveling and going through shit as a youngin. Ugh, going through struggles. I done picked up and learned a lot of shit. Let's see. South Beach just rent one of those like a little four-wheel Jeeps that baby. Yeah, in South Beach they do have like little cars you could rent, but honestly, Turo is a good option. You could explore all of Miami. Like Miami is so much more than South Beach. Growing up there, there's a lot to see in Miami. Rent a car if you go to Miami. I live in Illinois. And there's a lot of Latinos here. They're very friendly and I haven't had any bad experiences with the communities here. They work pretty hard. Yeah, that's Chicago. Chicago is real cool about that. Like you don't see a lot of shit like that in Chicago. A few okay. They cool. Yep. Hey y'all. Hey Kelly. Let's see. Okay, so I'm probably gonna get off of here because oh, you're Panamanian. Oh no, you're not. Almost bad. Yep. So, yep. It's America, but I'm probably gonna get off of here really quickly. Tay, you are hilarious. Tay TV, you are so hilarious. I'm still laughing in my head about that comment you made about you love that comment you made about somebody's peen. I'm still laughing at that in my head. Thank you guys for coming in this chat. I might have to leave and head out in a couple of minutes because it's been real. I had a great conversation with y'all. Oh wait, hold on. This is a good question. Yeah, love you too, Tay. Where are you from? Where are you from? You're from. You said you're a Black passing, you're an Afro Latino. Like, where exactly? Are you from the East Coast? A lot of y'all are usually in the East Coast. I live in California now, though. Like, for those of you who don't know, I live in California. I lived in LA for years. I still live in LA. Do you consider yourself Latino since you're Haitian? Yeah. Okay. So my mother is Haitian, right? And Haiti is in Latin America, and it shares the island of Hispaniola with the Dominican Republic. So for those of you who don't know, the Dominican Republic and Haiti is literally the exact same island. There's literally just it's literally a grassy hill, a grassy area that literally separates the two. It's literally the same country. Like Dominicans and Haitians were literally the same people, the same exact fucking people. It's just one side was fucking the Spanish and the other side was fucking the French. That's just what it is. So I would say this honestly, yeah, I do consider myself Latino only because we're located geographically in Latin America. And French, for those who don't know, is a Latin language. Haitians speak French. So a lot of Haitians parlent un peu français. I speak a little bit of French. I mostly understand and can speak Creole because my mom understood and spoke Creole. And most Haitians that I know and most Haitians that I'm related to, they speak French. French is a national language in Haiti. That's a Latin language, which means it's derived from some part of Europe. So Latin languages are Romanian, French, Spanish, and Portuguese. If you speak any of those languages and you're located geographically in Latin America, which means colonized by a certain group of people, you are Latino. So yes, Haitians are Latino. Love you too. I think I already answered that. Good night, Choice. Love your channel. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Would you ever do an ancestry test? I already did one. I did that in my Domino's Pizza mukbang video. So feel free to watch that if you haven't. I did an ancestry DNA test. I did a video titled I'm White or some shit like that. I already did that already. Let's see. I just came back and I can't believe you're still on. Yeah, it's been 2 hours, literally. They had a trouble. Let's see. Yes, I'm gonna read some more comments before I get off. Let's see. I'm in Riverside. Let's have drinks. I'll do a meet and greet maybe one day. You know what? Maybe I actually like Riverside. I really love Riverside. You know what? If I ever go to the IE, sure, which is very rare because again, the IE is oh my god, that traffic from I live in Koreatown. Like I live in the downtown Koreatown area. So it's like just getting from LA traffic to get in there, it's like, oh my god, like even driving to fucking Ingle, even going to LAX fucking irritates me. Even going to Santa Monica Beach from downtown, like even that frustrates me. Yes. Also, thank you for the advice. I'm really happy. Yes. I'm born in Ohio. My mom's Puerto Rican and my dad is black. I love that. I love that. And I love that you also speak Spanish because a lot of Puerto Ricans in America do not speak Spanish. Like you'd be surprised. Like a lot of no sabo children are Puerto Rican. Like a lot of no sabo people are like yo no sabo. Like those are usually the Puerto Ricans that were born in America. I'm always so shocked whenever I meet Puerto Ricans that don't speak Spanish. I'd be like, "Wait, you don't?" Like they don't even understand it at all. They just know the cuss words or they know the food that they eat. So shout out to a lot of y'all parents that forced y'all to learn Spanish and made y'all answer and speak Spanish. That's French, Goofy. I love Light Rabbits. Oh my god, I didn't know Haiti was next to. Yes, Haiti is in Latin America. My mother's Haitian, so yes, Haiti is geographically located in Latin America. Like if you circle where Latin America is located or what countries speak a Latin language, Haiti does pop up. Oh my god, I'm not consistent. People say like what happened to your podcast Time Out with Choice. I'm not consistent. I just been going hard with my YouTube, so I haven't really made time. But yeah, I will go back. La Isla de Española. Yes. Yes. The island of Española. That's what he said. The island of La Isla de Española. See, I know my little Spanish. I've been practicing for like literally the past 3 years. I took Spanish for 2 years in high school, and I go to Latin America all the time, and I practice online. Let's see. I thought Haitians were like black French people. Let's see. I thought Haitians were like black French people. Am I wrong? Well, Haiti used to be a French colony, but Haiti's in the Caribbean. And basically, basically, any country that was colonized by a particular group of people, they named it Latin America, right? Like Latin. Like this is the Latin side. Like this is our turf. Like we run this. Brazil, Haiti, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Panama, Colombia, and what's another one that people don't know is Latin? Brazil. Yeah. Haiti, yeah, a lot of them are French people. Like there's a lot of French people in Haiti, but like French is a Latin language, which means derived from Europe, and Haiti is in Latin America. Like it literally is located on, like if you look it up, you'll see like certain territories are Latin America. Haiti just doesn't get considered Latin only because of anti-blackness. And Haiti is actually the first Latin country because Haiti is the first country to emancipate themselves from slavery because there was the slave rebel where they literally chopped off the French people and threw them in the ocean with the sharks and everything and threw them in the sea and all that stuff. And Haitians are the first Latinos. We just don't speak Spanish. And geographically, we're in Latin America. It's just people just have never really claimed Haitians as Latinos. And a lot of Haitians just don't consider themselves Latinos. They just consider themselves just black people. But a lot of us don't go around saying it. We just don't. Because that's just Latino is like a colonizer term. Like, of course, Latin pride, all that stuff, beautiful. But a lot of Haitians just have been taught to disassociate from the term. So a lot of us don't consider themselves Latino, and a lot of them do. But technically, you are. Like, it's literally a fact. But I don't go around saying that I'm Latino unless I'm trying to like fill out some. I don't know. Yeah, Haitians are Latino. That's a fun fact. If you don't believe me, just literally Google it. That's a fun fact. Let's see. Oh, period. I only asked because I met some Haitians that don't like identifying with the term. It's just history. It's a pride thing. And a lot of Haitians, some of them don't even realize that because we don't like we just disassociate. But only an educated Haitian that knows geography, they know. If a Haitian that knows geography will know that Haiti is a Latin country. Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the things I was reading. Oh my god. Sorry, man. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, also, I wanted to thank you for your advice you gave me. I'm doing a whole plan for how I'm going to do this, but I'll start small. Yeah, as long as you start. Honestly, done and starting is better than never starting at all. Honestly, starting is better than perfect. I'm Hispanic and don't know Spanish. My family just don't speak Spanish regularly, and I get a lot of judgment for it. It's okay, you'll learn. Just download the app Duolingo, and that shit is easy as hell to learn. And then change the language on your phone. Like that's an easy way to learn. Oh, and then also people kind of mention like so people sometimes people forget that Hispanic and Latino is different. Like Hispanic means colonized by Spain. Span, you get it? Hispanic. Latin just means you're located in Latin America. So Brazilians are Latinos, but they're not Hispanic because they weren't colonized by Spain. They're just Latino and they were colonized by the Portuguese. Haitians are not Hispanic, but they are Latino. Hispanic and Latino is different. You know, like people don't even realize this, but there's a Hispanic country in Africa called Equatorial Guinea. Spain only colonized one country in Africa called Equatorial Guinea. It's the only country ever colonized by Spain. And they're Hispanics, but they're in Africa, all the way in Africa, nowhere near Colombia and Cuba and all that stuff. Yep. Imagine blacks. And it's very mixed, 100%. They try to portray the Caribbean just being like, let's see, Haiti, the first free black republic. Yep. In order to be considered Latin American, yep, you're right. Do you guys allow people that are not part or at least black to say the N word? Do I? I mean, I don't even give a fuck. I got other shit to worry about. Used to be called, oh, ancient Spain used to be called Hispaniola. Oh, Hispania. Hispania. Yeah. So yeah, that's a fun fact. There's a difference between Hispanic and Latino. Like those are two different things. They're not the same thing. And look it up, Equatorial Guinea. Like it's a beautiful country. It's an African country where they all speak Spanish. It's a tiny ass country, and nobody ever talks about them ever. And they're Hispanics, and they're all the way in Africa. Yeah, look it up. Oh, thank you. I'm happy y'all are learning. Again, like I'm actually gonna be going to I might actually go there. I should actually go to Equatorial Guinea. That's the only country in Africa that speaks Spanish. Nobody talks about them. They're always like erased. Like Spain has a really big influence in that country, and nobody even goes there. Like I've even met people from I met a guy in Barcelona who was from Equatorial Guinea. And he wasn't from he was a black man. His first language was Spanish, and he's from Equatorial Guinea. He's from Africa. Like I'm like, why haven't I never met, or why don't they ever talk about y'all in the media? Why am I just now finding out about y'all like in these past 5 years? Yeah, Africa's a little bit of everything. Spain, Portuguese influence, all that. Someone said, "Boy, stop lying." No, there is. Look it up. I should actually go there. Hey, Lily, you guys got to watch the playback for those of you who are asking. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Liberty Madison. Is Liberty your real name? I love that name, Liberty. That reminds me of the character from Degrassi, Liberty. You used to crack me about Damo and Chrissy. I'm so glad Damo moved on and leveled up in life. Yeah, shout out to Damo. She's like in nursing school. She's in medical school. Shout out to her. That's why I love your channel. Always learning something. Thank you so much, Mia. I appreciate that. You've been in here a while. I appreciate that. You're commenting a lot. Thank you for the love. Oh, you taught me something that there's a difference between Hispanic and Latino. I did. Wow. And you're actually like Puerto Rican and everything. Yeah, people sometimes forget that. People forget that because they don't really talk about that often because telenovelas and TV shows just portray Hispanics and Latinos as just all one. And a lot of the people in those telenovelas are all from Spain. they're not even Latino. Like those telenovelas that y'all watch of those really sexy hot guys with the brush back hair and those girls with those big breasts that have those dramatic ass acting, like those telenovelas, those Spanish shows, they're not, a lot of them aren't even, some of them are obviously, but they're not even Latino. They're Hispanic. They're from Spain. Latino has nothing to do with Spain. Like that's why people forget that Haitians can also be Latino. Same thing with the Brazilians. People forget Brazilians are also Latino, but they're not Hispanic. That don't have shit to do with Spain. Let's see. How do you feel about dating apps? Have fun with them, but I don't recommend them. The best way to meet somebody is to just get to know people, is just honestly meet them in person. Put yourself out there. Dating apps are just for lazy and desperate people. You're either lazy or you're desperate. Dating apps are cool if you're trying to just make friends or you just want a cool little fun fling, and that's about it. Don't ever think you'll probably meet anybody and take them seriously. You might get lucky. There are some lucky people, but dating apps got a lot of crazy people on there. I'm just being honest. But yes, I'm gonna go to Equatorial Guinea for sure. You said yes, but I've never met a person from there. The Africa is so big and diverse. I don't know why they expect us to look the same, talk the same, etc. And by the way, my name is Praise. Oh, your name is Praise. I love that. They're the second Praise I've ever known. I know a guy named Praise, and I now know you. Your name is Praise. Oh, your name is Liberty. That's fucking. Did you ever watch Degrassi? There was a mixed race girl on that show named Liberty. That was the first time I ever knew of a person named Liberty, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love that name." There's a character on Degrassi named Liberty. This was way back in like 2004, I think. Curacao, of course, that's in the Caribbean. Curacao. I think they speak Dutch over there, or I don't know what they speak in Curacao, but Curacao is known for having the most beautiful beach in the Caribbean. People say niggas will catch heat if they're not some kind of black, especially if they're looking at me. Oh wow. Whilst they're saying it. Oh yeah. If you say it around the wrong person, I don't care if you say the N-word and you're not black. It's just I won't stop. If somebody want to put their hands on you and check you, I'm not gonna stop them. I just don't recommend anybody that isn't black. I don't recommend anyone that's not black say it. I won't care, but I don't recommend you say it at all because I'm not, everybody's not me. I thought Hispanic and Latino were the same thing. No, it's not the same thing at all. It's completely different. Latin America is like, if you weren't colonized by Spain, then Hispanic means you're colonized by Spain, because a lot Latin languages are Romanian, Portuguese, and French and Spanish. Those are Latin languages. And if you speak a Latin language and you're located in Latin America, you're Latin. People just forget that sometimes. I'm telling you, look it up. There's a lot of shit they don't teach us in schools. I love your recent videos about changing opinions, growth. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kayla. Telemundo, yep. Mexicans refer to themselves as Hispanics. Mexicans are Hispanic and Latino. Okay, so if you're Mexican or Hispanic, whatever, y'all are. If you're located in Latin America, obviously you're Latin, right? So you could be Hispanic and Latino, but sometimes you could just be one of the two, right? So basically, if like Haitians are Latino, but they're not Hispanic and Latino. Colombians, Puerto Ricans, Venezuelans, like they're Hispanic and Latino. That country in Africa, Equatorial Guinea, where they speak Spanish because they were colonized by Spain, they're Hispanics, but they're not Latino because they're not on that side of the world. So you could be both or just one. Let's see. Latino means your country was conquered by Latin, Europe, Spain, France, Portugal, Italy. I don't think Italy is a Latin language. Is Italy a Latin language? I don't think so. I thought it was Romania. I don't think it's Italy. I might be wrong, but I don't think it's Italy. I think it's Romania, Spain, Portugal, and French. Yeah, the Latin Empire. Yep, Latin Empire. That's the derivative of Europe. Oh, in Curacao they speak Papiamentu and Dutch. Interesting. Yeah, I know they speak Dutch. What season did you stop watching Degrassi after Jimmy Emma Spinner Liberty? Honestly, that's the only season I watched. And then everything else, I just saw Spark stuff. I mean, I saw the season with Drake a little bit, but just like Spark clips. I've never sat down and watched the whole season of Degrassi. I've just always watched like little bits and pieces. But I remember Liberty because I always thought she was so pretty because she was like the little ugly girl with the glasses, and she was actually really, really pretty. I don't know why everybody thought she was ugly. Yes, the way her man was, oh my god, yeah, scary shit. Black and Spanish people always mix with something. Y'all just freaked out. Y'all just freaked out. LOL. Honestly, you're not an American. I am an American, actually. I beg to differ. My passport says otherwise. And then on top of that, I was born in this country. I was born here, and my passport says, and my birth certificate says that I'm American. So I'm definitely American. Too many cycles on dating apps. Try meeting people in person. 100%. Meet people in person. Please meet people in person. Italian is a Latin is from Latin. Italian is from the Latin Empire. Italian is Latin. Okay, thanks for correcting me. Italian. Okay, because Italy didn't really. Italy did colonize and try to like take over certain countries, but they didn't really like. Italy doesn't really have a. Italy has a strong presence in different countries. They do, but they didn't like outright take over a country and have a whole country speaking Italian. There's no country that just speaks Italian because of them. Like Italy's only useful in Italy, and then what is it? San Marcos. That's the only place where Italy is Italian is actually useful. Papa meant to Spanish and English, but isn't Pop a mix of English and Dutch? Yeah, I think so. Okay, Italian. Okay, probably the original. Okay, Italian is a Latin language. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it's Italian, and Italy doesn't have a huge. Italy doesn't have any colonies. Italy doesn't have any colonies. Spain had a lot of colonies, hence why there's so many Spanish speakers. Portugal has a lot of colonies. They did like South, like there's a lot of African countries that were colonized by Portugal, like Sao Tome, Guinea-Bissau, Angola. What is it? I think it's Mozambique. Yeah, Mozambique, Angola. Oh, and then Cap Verde, Mozambique, Sao Tome and Principe, Angola, and Guinea-Bissau. Those are all the countries that Portugal colonized. Yes. Troyes, did you grow up an only child or eldest? I'm the youngest out of 4 siblings. So yeah, I grew up with 2 siblings and then one I never even met. My mother had like 3 baby fathers. Yeah, Italy colonized some. Yeah, they did. You're right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Italy colonized Somalia and Libya. They did, but Italy doesn't have any active colonies that speak Italian. Because Italy didn't fully conquer, like, because eventually Somalia, like, Italy eventually gave up Somalia. Cap Verde, yep. What's the most beautiful place you've been to? Okay, people are asking me. Also, leave a like on this if you're still watching. Leave a like. I would greatly appreciate that. Let's all like this. So somebody said, "What's the most beautiful place you've been to?" The most beautiful place I've been to, the Bay Area in America, California, the Bay Area, the whole Bay Area, San Francisco, San Mateo, Oakland, most beautiful place in America I've ever been. Most beautiful place I've ever been to outside of America, I would say, honestly, it has to be between. Hmm. Barcelona was very beautiful. Like that, the infrastructure, the architecture. Barcelona was beautiful, beautiful place. Natural beauty, I'd probably give it to Morocco. But if I'm talking about like overall, I would give it to in Europe. I'd give it to Barcelona, Spain, Barcelona, Morocco, and Africa, and then the Bay Area in America. Beautiful place. The Bay Area is breathtaking. They tried it with Eritrea, I think, but nobody really speaks Italian outside of Italy. No. Italy colonized my country, Eritrea. They did. I'm going to Eritrea too, but it's hard to get a visa, so I'm trying with that. I'm actually going to Eritrea. I'd love to go there. Columbus was Italian. Yeah, he was. Like the video, Italy tried to colonize Ethiopia but failed. They were not very successful in their conquest. Not at all. I would meet my sibling. I have an older brother that I've never met in my entire life. I would meet him, but there's just no connection. I don't even know him. I know nothing about him. I just know he got kids, but I don't really know him. I really like your tough love podcast, the one about not letting depression control you. It helped me so much. Can you do some more about victimizing yourself? Okay, you know what? I will. People keep telling me that they're my podcast have helped them get through shit, and I will actually, I will, I'll do something. I'll actually try to make more podcasts. I'll make more podcasts starting the beginning of this month because right now we're in May. Okay, so in this month, now that we're heading into May, I will do more podcasts for sure. I'm gonna try to read as many questions as possible. Yes. For if the person that just asked me that, yes, I am. Columbus was working for the Spanish. Yep. San Bernardino. Oh no. I said San Mateo, not San Bernardino. San Francisco, Oakland, beautiful. Brazil. Oh yeah. Brazil. How did I forget that Brazil's beautiful as hell? Brazil's beautiful. Brazil's very beautiful. Let's see. Oh my god. Y'all know San Bernardino. Oh my god. From mine. Oh yeah, San Bernardino was ghetto. Yeah, San Bernardino was very ghetto. I didn't. Barcelona is nice. Let's see. Black K-pop fans. I mean, if you're a black K-pop fan, do what you do. Have fun. Yes, I would consider moving to the Bay Area, but I don't like how expensive it is. So if I do move back to America, I'd probably go to Chicago because in Chicago, it's still like an international diverse city, and I'll still get a lot of bang for my buck. And then they have a great international airport, and then it's affordable, and then they have a great. I like Chicago. I prefer Chicago. I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd live in the Bay Area. It's too fucking expensive. I don't know if I want to leave an expensive city just to go to another, country that's cheap and then come back to an expensive city. I don't know about that. Does Nanny still run LA? Honestly, no. She's never ran LA. There are people who were watching Baggers Club back in the day and they had no idea who the fuck she was. But I'm not gonna lie, she definitely does have a lot of pull in the industry. Natalie knows a lot of people. Like you'll be shocked. She knows a lot of people in the entertainment industry. She knows a lot of ball players, NFL players. She knows a lot of people who are police. She knows a lot of people. So I see why she says she runs LA. Like Natalie doesn't pay to get into anywhere because she's Natalie, and it's been like that for at least over a decade. Natalie definitely does have pulls and connection in LA. And Sarah from Baggers Club said why. She sleeps with everybody. She knows everybody. She's always like hanging out with people. She's always going out to clubs. She's always drinking. She knows mad people. Someone said, LOL, I like the history lesson. I'm happy you enjoyed it. For the ones born here and all, let me see. Spanish. Those ships have Spanish names. Choice, why are you live on 2 a.m.? You know what? I'm going to get off right here. You're right. The unpopular party YouTuber always clocking her tea. I like that channel. Let's see. Yes, in holiday season, so October, November, that's when I'm going. And then I'm getting the fuck up out of here. But I'm still gonna probably keep my apartment or put all my stuff in storage because I still need a home base for sure. I'm just tired of spending mad money to live in fucking America. Like, you know what I mean? I'm tired of it's mostly just California. Like, if I don't leave, I'm going to Africa. I'm gonna go to Africa, but I'm tired of fucking living in California and not being able to fully enjoy my fucking bread. Like, that actually frustrates me a lot. That I'm like not able to fully enjoy my money the way I would want to. But then when I go to Africa, I'm like, oh my God, I lived for 2 weeks off of $200 In America, if you're going out to have fun, you're spending like $100 for the night, and that sucks. I don't like that. Can you make longer videos? Yes, I will make longer videos. I used to make videos that were 50 minutes long, an hour long, but then I stopped because I was like, you know what, it's okay. Like, do I really got to make my videos that long? Maybe I can make them like 30 minutes or less. But I will go because people still fuck with my long videos. I'll make long videos. Yeah, yeah, it's obvious. Natalie was an escort for sure. Her friends have confirmed it. There's like pictures and photos. She probably most likely was for sure. Oh, I'm literally in California. I'm in LA, literally. I'm literally home in California. But I'm working on going to Africa and moving there long term. More likely Morocco because it's beautiful, great infrastructure. It's close enough to Europe, which means I can get a good connecting flight from Europe all the way back to America if I need to. And it's a big international hub. Like a lot of international airports are in Morocco, like in the two, three major cities of Morocco. Selena Gomez is whatever. She's boring to me. I liked her on Disney Channel though. Yes, guys, hit the like button. Thank you for telling everybody. I appreciate you. K Ben. Thank you for telling people that. Yes, everyone hit the like button if you can. We'll watch long videos. Okay, Kayla, just because you said that, I will. Let's see. Someone said, "Wait, you're from Miami?" Yes, I am from Miami, Florida. That's where I grew up. That's my hometown. I was born in Tampa, Florida, and then eventually moved to Miami when I was like 2 years old. And yes, I'm from Miami. I've lived all over South Florida, like the suburbs, Fort Lauderdale, Purple Pines, Miramar. But Miami is home. Like I went to North Miami Senior High School. I went to Northern Elementary School. We lived across the suburbs, and then we came back to the hood. Like Miami's home. How you feel about D Chanel? I like D Chanel. You say you like her commentary, but she's boring as fuck. She don't even try to make her videos different. She always so serious and say she joking. I like D Chanel. She's actually cool. I like D Chanel. The pimp ball, Justin Lock. Oh, looked like he fell off. Yep. Oh, I already answered that. Would you ever go back to Miami permanently? I would go back to Miami just to have fun, maybe even live there for a month. But fuck no. They've turned Miami into New York City. Miami is home, yeah, and I miss the food sometimes, but I do not miss the people. New Yorkers have ruined it. People in Miami are just rude as fuck and stank, and it wasn't always like that. No, I did not at all. But I do miss it sometimes because of the food. I like visiting. To live, uh, not really. Maybe I don't know. Now that I'm in a different place in life, maybe I would enjoy Miami a lot more, but I don't fucking care to live in Miami ever. It was nice to grow up there, but that's about it. It looks like New York City now. They're building all these fucking trains up in the sky, and they're building all these skyscrapers, and they're trying to make it look like little New York, but in the Caribbean. Y'all can have that shit. I don't fucking want Miami. That's my hometown. I love it. I miss the food. I miss some of the culture. And it's just like it's evolving so much. And it's just like I don't even recognize it. But y'all can have Miami. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna just move somewhere where I can actually afford to enjoy myself and live there. Yes, living in Miami as a local is different because try getting a job in Miami. Miami doesn't pay shit unless you have a great network. Miami jobs don't pay that well. You got to network really hard, or you have to be an entrepreneur or in an industry where you're in high demand, like medical field, lawyer, surgeon, anything in hospitality, hotel, stripper, waitress, like bottle girl. Like that's the only way Miami is a lucrative place to stay. Miami is not that easy. Or if you work at a warehouse, Miami would be lucrative. But Miami is not that great of a place to live unless you have ties there in terms of like family or a really good job or generational wealth. Miami's not worth it. Miami is a place where you start at the bottom and it's hard to get and thrive at the top. There's not much to do. And most people in Miami that have nice cars, they're faking it. Okay, it's fucking rentals, and they all live with their fucking parents. There you go. Now enjoy Miami. Someone said, same with my hometown, San Diego. The whole city slash county and culture is beautiful. The people suck ass. Yep. Is it true that Miami you need two full-time jobs and one illegal job like scamming or boosting? God, let me tell you something. Boosting and scamming was a very common thing in Miami. Oh my God. So many people that I went to high school with were on that weird shit. I went to school with prostitutes, people that were strippers. Miami is a very interesting place. But yes, you need to hustle a lot or else you will not enjoy Miami. The minimum wage sucks. Like, I mean, now it's like $10 an hour, but like Miami, there's no state income tax in Florida, and it's like the most lit city in Florida, and it's expensive to live there. It's like almost, it's not as bad as LA or New York or San Francisco, but it's getting up there. You need a good quality job in hospitality. You need a good quality job from networking. You need nepotism to get you a really great job, or you gotta like be really, really fucking trilingual, quadrilingual, or you just will suffer in Miami. Miami's not an easy place to live. It's very difficult to like build yourself up. That's why I'm so glad I got the fuck out of there. So unless you have a really great job, you want to enjoy Miami. People who enjoy Miami on the internet, they're either influencers, entrepreneurs, or they work in hospitality. Bottle girls, strippers, dancers, waitresses, chef, people who work at wineries, they do well in Miami. Or if you're a manager at a really lit restaurant, then you do well. But if you're not in hospitality, in the nightlife, if you're not in the hospital industry or anything that's needed, like health or airport or banking or finance, you will not thrive in Miami unless you have a lot of family and connections and a support system. If you're just starting Miami fresh, just going, it's gonna be hard. You can do it, but it's gonna be harder, and you got to be willing to struggle a lot. Yeah, it's expensive. Miami is great. It's not that narcissistic for sure. It's narcissistic a little bit, but it's so big. Like I grew up in Miami Gardens, North Miami. Miami Gardens, North Miami. I used to live in Opelika. I lived in what is that? I lived in Little Havana. Miami is very big. It's not as narcissistic. People are nasty and rude for a reason because a lot of them are coming from New York and they're bringing that energy to Miami. Miami is it's a great place to visit or a great place to experience culture. But to live there, ask a lot of the locals, are they happy living there? A good portion will probably say no. Don't ask the transplants that just been there, excuse me, for the past 5 years. Ask the locals that have been there, that have lived there, that grew up there. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of people are proud to be from there, but they'll tell you straight up that if they had an opportunity to make some money and live somewhere else, they would probably take it. Yeah, the culture is great. If you're an entrepreneur and you're in hospitality, go there, live there. I recommend it. Yep, it's expensive. I'm trying to get at my mama's house. You will. It takes time though. Just budget and honestly be willing to get a roommate. Like just be willing to do that. You have to. It's hard. We all most of us had to do it. I'm surprised you from Miami. You from northern states like New York or Jersey. Honestly, a lot of people that I know are from up north, Philly and New Jersey, New York. But yeah, I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm from Miami, Florida, literally. I've gotten that before too. Miami was built off that. Yeah, Miami was built. Miami drugs are still a big thing in Miami. Still, that's why like anytime you come to Miami, do not bring illegal shit to that Miami airport. They will check you. They will. Like those dogs are everywhere. Like Miami does not like they've cleaned Miami up for the past 15 years. Oh my god, dollar, dollar, dollar. Basically, I had an old manager that used to literally clap at me and be like, "Dollar, dollar, 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 dollar. Hi, dollar, dollar. You going too slow." She was this. I think she was Puerto Rican or Cuban. I don't remember, but she was so fucking rude. Her name was Isis. I remember that. Shout out to you for remembering that. Uh, Hey, Brenda, Troy, thank you for always clocking me. I watch your videos to reflect and make sure to do the inner work. Yeah, do the work. Do the work. Don't complain about life unless you don't. If you're not doing the work, do the work. You have to do the work. Oh yeah, in high school. I went to school with scammers and hookers. People were fucking in like the damn stairwells when we were kids. All types of crazy shit. Like I got some stories that I could tell for sure. I got some stories. Oh my god. Like Miami is a hypersexualized place, and then people from all over the Caribbean come and bring their destigmatized ideas of sex and sexuality. And Miami, it gets rough. Like most people who are from Miami, we know strippers, we know bottle girls, we know hookers. Some of us know boosters. Some of us have known scammers. Like Miami is like that for real. Let's see. How was the weather in Miami? Oh, it's amazing. It's hot as fuck, but it's amazing. It's like 90, 80 degrees. The winter time, it's perfect. Perfect weather during winter. Oh yeah, if there's a lot of scammers, it explains why New Yorkers are there because you have to hustle to live in New York. You do. It's not easy. But in New York, they pay well. So in Miami, the jobs don't pay that well unless you have a strong network. And that's anywhere, even in New York. But New York mostly pays well. If you live in New York City, you'll make a lot of money. Oh yeah, right. Tay TV's asking a lot of lit questions. You really are. Let's see. Miami was known for the Cuban people and 304s. Yup. Always. Ain't no way. First of all, thank you, K Ben, for the fucking super chat. Thank you. I appreciate that. You always show love. Thank you. So let's see. Most of us from big cities don't recognize the places we grew up in. Yeah, that's the case. It's not even it's not even just America. I heard a car like zooming by. It's not even just America. It's even for y'all who live in South Africa. Like a lot of y'all walk around y'all cities in Cape Town or Johannesburg, and a lot of things have evolved. You know what I mean? Like a lot of South Africans make me not even want to go to even don't they y'all make me not even want to go to Cape Town anymore because they talk about how much it's changed. So I'm probably gonna go to Johannesburg. I heard Johannesburg still has that South African culture. But yeah, Philly don't look the same no more. Let's see, New York City, like Brooklyn, Harlem don't look the same no more. You walk around Cincinnati don't look the same no more. Let's see, you walk around Dallas is way more cleaner than it's ever been. Things have changed. Like you walk around most parts of Chicago, they've mostly cleaned up a lot of it. It just things have changed, things have evolved, things have got torn down to build newer things. It's just that's how life works, that's how life goes. It's just the circle of life. Miami sounds like Dubai, low key. Okay, hey Jalen the creative. I'm 25, born and raised in Dallas. Now everybody and their granny have moved here, and it's just so much traffic, stunning, and the whole vibe is different now. I want to port them back to Cali or Florida. Low key, like everybody wants to go to Dallas because they think that they're going to be a lit ass nail tech. Like if they move there, they're going to be a nail tech, and oh my god, I'm gonna move to Dallas and be on my hot girl shit. That's what they think. Because Texas, for us, like us, we perceive Texas as oh damn, I can get a big old house for 900. Like I can go to Dallas and get me a nice big old house for 1,100 a month with 6 bedrooms and a fucking backyard and a front lawn for like 1,200, $1,500, maybe even 1,800. Let's be fair, 6 bedroom house. And guess what? If I got the right network, I could find a decent paying job if I have the right network. The pay sucks in Texas compared to other cities, but I mean, y'all got big houses. Everything's bigger in Texas. Everybody wants a big old house to fit their 8, 9 kids and their families. And you just not gonna get a big old house in Florida for cheap, or in New York, or in California. Oh, being from Miami, you are surrounded by hustlers and scammers. You hate scammers. My mom was both and a dancer. I got stories for days, and I know Troy does too. Oh, yes, I do. Your mom was a dancer? I know your childhood was lit. Did you help her count her money growing up? That's lit. Miami is, yeah, I'm telling you, like a lot of us who got moms and dads that grew up like moving weight, moving that snow, moving like stripping, bottle girl life, hoeing. Miami, that's what it is. It's hard out there. Like a lot of people are hoeing and stripping, and only like if you're not an entrepreneur or you're not in a lit industry, you're gonna have to hoe or you're gonna have to sell some ass. You're gonna have to sell some poom poom or you have to like sell some snow to get by. Miami does not pay well. Y'all want to move to Miami because things gonna be lit. If you don't have a job lined up or you don't have a lit ass degree, you're not gonna survive that much in Miami. Are you going to the Beyonce concert? I got my ticket for $80. That's pretty lit. And no, I'm not going to the Beyonce concert. I'm not really a big Beyonce fan anymore. I was when I was younger. I'm not really a big Beyonce fan. I just moved from Miami. I grew up there in the country now, lol. Is racism prevalent in Miami? More like nationalism to some degree, like with like the Haitians versus the Jamaicans, and then it was the Cubans versus the Puerto Ricans, like little stuff like that. And yes, it's prevalent and it can be colorist as fuck in terms of like the nightlife scene where they'll literally only get bottle girls that are light skinned and bartenders that are light skinned unless you're super, super pretty. That's when yeah, it can. If you don't speak Spanish, it'll be much harder. But I'll be real, I don't see much racism in Miami compared to other places in America. But you'll see it a lot in terms of colorism and nationalism. Those are the main things you'll see. Colorism and nationalism the most in Miami. Racism, Miami is such a melting pot where it's like kind of like New York City, where like everybody is so up under each other. And Miami is not segregated at all. Like you can even go to the suburbs and you'll still find people that are from like Ethiopia or people that are like from Ecuador living in your neighborhood. Miami is very mixed. It's like you got the fucking Jamaicans seeing new Jamaicans coming down their block and looking at them crazy like, who are y'all? So Miami is a melting pot for sure. Let's see. They said them big buildings on Sunny Isles gonna sink one day. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm from Miami-Dade County, love my city, but it's no place like home. I understand, yeah. It's no place like home. Like when you get back to Miami, there's nothing like going to go get you like Cuban bread, those Cuban sandwiches. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you're old enough to remember Caramart. You remember Caramart where everybody would go there to get their ears pierced and get like t-shirts made and shit like that. It was a flea market in Miami that was popular way back in the day, but it got shut down for whatever reason. But Rick Ross had music videos shot out there. Caramart was a Miami staple. And then there's nothing like going to Finger Licking. There's nothing like going to get some Haitian food, some griot. There's nothing like going to a Jamaican spot and getting some patties, and then going to like a little Venezuelan spot and getting some Venezuelan arepas. There's nothing like it. But to live there, hell fucking no. Like, let me ask you a question though. Like, there's a PCU. If you got offered a job in a whole new city or state that paid you double than what you make hourly, would you take it and leave? Because Miami, the jobs do not pay. They don't fucking pay. Like that's part of the reason why I couldn't wait to get out when I was younger. The jobs don't pay. There's not that many opportunities to like rise from the bottom to the top unless you know mad people or you speak Spanish. Oh my god, the roaches are horrible, Miami. Oh my god. Hate it there. The roaches fly, man. We have flying roaches to where like if you like hear like a rustling plastic, but like a like literally it sounds like rustling potato chips. When you hear that and you see a big ass roach on your wall, know that that shit is spreading its wings and it's gonna fly across your room. That's Miami. Yeah, it's funny, right? Oh, did I get a donation? I didn't even see it. Someone told me I got a donation. Where? I didn't even see it. I didn't see it. Jamaica Town. Nashville is racist. Is it? Magic's the up. Where do you get the tickets for $80? Try SeatGeek. I know SeatGeek has that kind of stuff. Oh my God. My craziest Mandela story is Fruit of the Loom. If you look at the Fruit of the Loom logo, there's literally it's like a cluster of fruits. And I could have sworn Fruit of the Loom had like a brown basket. Like I could have sworn there was a basket on the Fruit of the Loom logo. And people swear that it's always just been fruits. I could have sworn the Fruit of the Loom logo hat. Like it's literally an underwear brand. I could have sworn there was like a brown basket underneath. I could have sworn when I've been to LA, it's been cold as fuck at night. No shade. It is cold in LA at night, for real. Almost everybody on Love and Hip Hop is broke. Yeah, especially Love and Hip Hop Miami. They're broke. They get paid in exposure. They only pay the superstars. Their budget is usually used to make the show look lit, and their budget is literally lining the producers' pockets. And their budget literally goes towards the celebrities that are on the show. It doesn't go towards anybody that's not a hot celebrity. If you're not a hot celebrity bringing in ratings, you being on the show is just meant to just give you exposure. The show doesn't fucking pay. They don't pay. That's why a lot of them try to go to Zeus Network and beat the fuck out of each other like bongo drums. Love and Hip Hop doesn't pay. It never has. You have to read Born to Crime by Trevor Noah. He gets into really deep about South African culture, and it was an eye-opening story. You do notice that feels South Africa evolving before your eyes. I really wish he did an audiobook. I never read his book because I just don't want to read it. If he had an audiobook, I would have read it. Oh yeah, let me access. Yeah, what's the website where you got those tickets? My mom wants to move to Atlanta so bad. Move. Encourage her to do it, but tell your mom to make sure she got a job lined up. If your mom want to move to Atlanta, she can do that shit, but she got to make sure that she has a job lined up. She got to make sure that she get her credit together because they don't play that shit in Atlanta. If you don't have decent credit, you're not gonna get shit in Atlanta. So find a support system in Atlanta if she don't already have it. And maybe you can help her. Maybe you can work hard. If she could save at least $20,000, she could do it. Save 20 bands or at least 15,000 and she'll be good. Get a nice little small apartment to start off with, try to live off of that until you get a job, and that money will go by fast. But if you can help your mom, then try to help her. Yes. The Art Deco builds are different. Let's see. So what's that got a donation? Oh wait, I see it. I see it. Sorry. Oh wait. Thank you again, K Ben. I think you're the donation. Thank you again. Have you been to New Orleans? It's really diverse. It's way more diverse from what I've heard than I remember it. I've been to New Orleans, yes, one time during Mardi Gras. This was around 2018. But yes, I have been to New Orleans. New Orleans was beautiful. It was a vibe. The traffic was disgusting during Mardi Gras. And all I saw was crawfish all over the damn floor. But I still loved it. Still loved it. I don't even eat Chick-fil-A. I've only had Chick-fil-A like twice. Get the job first. It's hard to find a good yeah. It's hard to find a good job in Houston, Dallas, Atlanta. You gotta find you a good network because everybody I know that moves to a lit city, they always talk about how hard it is to find a job because everybody and their fucking mom is moving there. So if you're make sure your resume is looking right. Like if you're a caregiver, make sure your CNA is up to date. Maybe go for your LPN or whatever. Just make sure you have like a really good ass resume or you have like good schooling for like 2 years, even if it's at a technical school, get a CDL for truck driving. It's hard. Getting a job in Atlanta is hard, especially a job that pays $20 or more an hour. Like if you can find a job that pays 20 an hour, you're good. But if you can't find a job that pays 20 or more an hour, if you move to a big city like Houston or Atlanta, welcome to the club. Like it's not that easy because everybody's moving there. Everybody's moving there. Like a lot of people are living off their credit cards or they parents. It's tough. It's tough. It's really hard. The jobs are competitive. The basket is called a cornucopia. Cornucopia. Yep. For fruit with the loom. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for correcting me. Oh, it's hard to find a job. Yep. In San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco. It's hard. You got to go hard. Yeah, NOLA's not safe. If you want to live somewhere lit, go to Nashville. It has a better job economy and it kind of gives you what NOLA gives you. But yeah, NOLA, it's hard to get a good job there, and NOLA, it's not that safe over there, but it is very nice. Oh yeah, nepotism is always in America. Like, it's prevalent as fuck with getting a job. If you don't know nobody or have family or friends that work there, you're not getting that job unless you work really, really hard. Like a lot of y'all who are looking for jobs or have tried looking for jobs, apply for like 300 jobs and maybe you'll find a job. Like some people are applying for like 20 jobs a week and then they're just done. You need to be applying to 20 jobs an hour every 2 hours because finding a job in these cities, these big cities that everybody wants to live in is tough. And I know this because I was even helping one of my friends literally look for a job. Like I was applying for mad jobs for her. We found her a good job, but that shit was tough. It was hard. And then I was using Chat GPT to like help edit her resume and everything. That shit wasn't easy. It was not easy at all. So yes, I highly fucking recommend a lot of y'all apply to 300 jobs and then use Chat GPT. And then another thing that I would recommend is this: when you use Chat GPT for your resume, this is what I learned helping her out. Literally, with Chat GPT, make sure you say that you wanted to bypass the AI software. So a lot of companies are using ATS software to filter out resumes and put resumes in the fucking trash. Literally, ask ChatGPT to literally bypass the AI software that a hiring manager may use as they fix your resume for you. And then they'll put certain keywords at the top and organize it. You have to do that because companies are using AI to literally eliminate you from getting a job. So you need to make sure that you're on your shit, and you got to make sure AI is working for you because they use it against you. So if they're using it against you, make sure you use it against them right back. You have to. Someone said, I wish Utah was diverse. I would feel more comfortable traveling there solo if it was. I say still go to Utah. Even in smaller cities, it's hard. Yep, they want to hire family and friends all the time, and they wouldn't hire you. Yep. The job market is just fucking insane. Yep. That's why she sold that. I live in LA. I'm lucky to have a good paying job. You are blessed. Perfect. The fact that you have a good paying job in LA, you're blessed. And LA pays well. LA, California, it's hard. The one thing I'll say about California is at least California pays well. So if you're trying to find a job in California, you'll at least find a decent job that can pay you at least $18 an hour. $18 an hour. If you have a good enough roommate and a good enough savings, you'll be fine. California pays pretty well. Mhm. Oh yeah, chances are slim. So you better network or be very lucky. Oh, thank you. I don't. Yeah, I had to show up for them. You have to show up for people. Make an effort. It was hard, and I tried my best to help. So that way, if I was applying for jobs, she would be applying for jobs too, and it would make it easier because it's like applying for a job is like trying to shoot a basket in a basketball hoop from 50 feet away. If you shoot at least 400 baskets, you're eventually going to make one. No matter how bad you are at basketball, if you attempt to shoot 400 baskets, eventually you're going to get at least 1 to 10 baskets. Yep, Tennessee. I've only been to Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, I've been on here for about 3 hours. Oh, you just get ready for bed. You can see me on live. Now you can watch the playback because we talked about a lot of stuff in this live, and this is a really good live. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I want to just say thank you everyone for watching. It's getting expensive in Nashville too because everyone is moving here, and I just got here. Yeah, it's okay. You want to live in the suburbs. Nashville's expensive. Well, not that expensive compared to everywhere else, but move to the suburbs. If you have a car, move to the suburbs. The suburbs is where it's cheap. That's where you go. And then you get to enjoy Nashville after just driving for like 30 minutes and then you're good. Go to the suburbs 30 minutes away. And then you'll even find a good job even 30, 40 minutes away. Go to the suburbs. Nashville, unless you want to live in the city. If you're a city person, you'll find good stuff. You can find really good stuff on Craigslist, but be careful. You can find good stuff on Facebook. Let's see. Somebody said Austin is really nice too. Austin's beautiful, but it's not as diverse as I would want, if you know what I mean. Yes. Okay. No shade. I gotta catch the playback. It's okay. I understand. Yes, Brentwood. Okay. Okay. If you have any last minute questions, feel free to ask and let me know. Because a lot of people are watching. If you have a question, let me know because I'm gonna log off in a couple of minutes and just let me know what you wanted to ask. How do you feel about James Charles drama about him sleeping with his best friend's man that would hit her? Why do I feel like that's some shit he would actually do? I might have to look into that because I never heard about that. I've been watching for years. Let's see. What are your pros and cons to renting an apartment versus owning a home? An apartment, you could easily just say, fuck this place and start fresh. And then it can also build your credit if you rent an apartment. So if you're renting an apartment and your name is on the lease, try to report your rent to the credit bureaus. I use Rental Karma, but make sure you're actually renting from the actual like landlord who owns the fucking property or a property manager that actually officially manages the property, not like through a friend. If you know the landlord or property manager, report your rent through Rental Karma. And that's what I use. It's like $8 a month, but I think it's like $50 for like a setup fee, $70 or whatever. But you could report your rent and that'll up your credit and that'll make you look really good. You'll have rental history and so much more. I recommend that. You could usually use that for sure. So that is the benefit of renting an apartment. So let renting an apartment benefit your credit. And then on top of that, owning it's going to be yours forever, but then the property taxes will go up. And then in America, you don't ever really own property. You know, you're paying taxes on it, and it's like I don't know. I don't even know if I want to even own property in America because in other countries, if I buy it, it's mine. But in America, if I don't pay the property taxes, they can take it and seize it. But at least it's yours if you buy the land and you pay your taxes on time. Let's see. Remember HOA landlord? Oh my God, yes, I remember that. Don't remind me. You're a real OG for remembering the HOA landlord stuff. I can tell you've been here for like at least almost a decade. Sometimes you're all being pissing me off and watching since like the sixth grade, but then again, I love hearing them and other perspectives. I'm glad you got to enjoy it. Thanks, Choice, for that. I didn't know that. Oh, about the report your rent. Yeah, if you pay rent and you have a good relationship with your landlord or the property manager or the leasing office, report your rent to your fucking credit. Like you can literally do rental karma. Like people be like, oh, if you've been living there for more than a year, it's gonna up your credit. Like if you've been living there for like 2 months, you won't see much of a difference. But if you've been living there for more than a year, your credit gonna jump. Literally. And you can even ask your landlord or your leasing office to lie for you and say you've been there for 5 or 7 years. And then Rental Karma would just call them and check and be like, hey, the so and so, like, have they really been living there for 7 years? Are they on time? Yup, sure. Okay. We're gonna put it on the credit, and they'll literally on your behalf report to the credit bureaus every month. It's like $8 a month, the Rental Karma. Just use my code. I think they gave me a code of like Choice TV, or or when you set up your call, because it's literally a call. You really have to call them and set up an interview and set up a phone call with them, and they literally do it. You don't have to connect your bank account and send bank statements. All they do is talk to you and be like, "What's up? You pay your rent on time? You do? Okay. What's your property manager, your leasing office number? Okay. Well, can you give your leasing office, your property manager, and landlord a heads up to let them that we'll be calling? Yeah, no problem. And then you give them a heads up. Let everybody, let the property manager and landlord know that they're going to be getting a call. They're going to ask if you pay your rent on time, and then boom, report your rent. If you live there for more than a year, you're good. Put that shit on your credit. Let renting benefits you. So that way, when you rent your next place, you'll have positive rental history. And then on top of that, you'll also have good credit from that. Like that shit jumps your credit a lot. So please report your rent on your credit report. That's an underrated fact if you've been living there for a long time. That's an underrated hack. I mean, not fact. Hack and fact. Oh yeah, please do that, and tell your property manager or your landlord. They could probably do it for you, but just Rental Karma. Just type in Rental Karma, and you have to set up a call with them. So you have to like literally schedule a call, little calendar, be like, call me on this day at this time, and then they'll call you whenever they have availability. And it's literally a quick little 10-minute fucking interview. Like, okay, what's your credit score now? Okay, this. Okay, well, it's a setup fee of like $60, and then after that, it's $8 a month, and then literally you pay $8 a month, and then that's it. Literally, I told my brother about it, and his credit fucking jumped like 20 points. Put that shit on your credit, especially if you pay rent on time. Make your rent benefits you. Like, make that shit benefits you. Do not just sit around and just think that you're wasting time and money not buying a home. Like, make sure rent is working in your favor. You just stay out the way in Memphis. You could build a life. Would you ever want to be super rich and famous? I'd love to be more rich. I wouldn't mind being a little bit more famous. That would open a lot more doors to do more cool things. So I don't know. Maybe you know what? That time will come. I'll definitely be a lot more rich and famous. I know that time is coming for me. But then again, I'm also like, oh, that sounds kind of scary. But fuck it, why not? I feel like I can handle it. I feel like I'm built for it. Even though it's going to be late as fuck to start the lives, he makes up for it by staying for hours. I really do. I stay for a long ass time. Let's see. I think I have no credit really. Y'all having a really good chat in the super chats. Y'all might as well just exchange Instagrams. Like exchange Instagrams so y'all can keep in contact or whatever. Let's see. Your love your life. Good night, Choice. Good night. Let's see. Thank you. Okay, I will definitely take that advice on that. You're the reason I don't eat hot dogs no more. Oh Lord, I don't even eat hot dogs like that either. I had a hot dog like maybe almost a month ago, but I don't eat hot dogs. I stopped buying hot dogs. Hot dogs are so bad for you. Like literally, if you watch videos on how they're made, it's fucking disgusting. Hot dogs are terrible. But yes, please do that. And if you call them, you could just if they ask you how you heard about it, you could just say my name. You don't have to like just be like, oh yeah, some YouTuber named Choice TV told me about it. I have a referral code with them. But yeah, they're cool. They're cool. They're cool. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing like that. I just have like a little referral code that I use, but I'm not sponsored and they're cool. I literally just paid my rental karma bill today, $8 a month. And then every month they report, like if you paid rent this month, okay, they reported this month. You paid your rent next month, they're gonna report it next month. That's why you have to pay your $8 a month. They're cool. They're cool. It's easy as fuck because all those other like reporting sites, they'd be like, okay, submit bank statements and then also connect your bank account to our software. I'm like, I'm not doing all that. Rental Karma just call you real quick. Then you pay your rent. Then you call your landlord. And then you make sure your landlord really owns the building. They will fact check. So don't give no fake number because Rental Karma will fact check and make sure the property manager really is the property manager, or if the landlord really is the landlord. They'll fact check. Trust me, they will. Hot dogs are seasoned scraps. They really are. Advice for making friends as an adult: download the app Eventbrite. It's available in most countries. It's an app where people throw events for free sometimes, and all you got to do is just RSVP or buy a ticket or get a ticket. Download Eventbrite. It's on the App Store. Just download it. It's amazing. That's how I made some really. That's how I made my really good friend named Shanty, who's a flight attendant, who literally offered me her flight benefits and everything. But she like disappeared. I have no idea what she's been up to. She like left. I don't know what happened to her. I gotta try to find her. But Eventbrite. You have to go to events. Go on TikTok, type in networking events, go to networking events. And then exchange social medias with people, exchange Instagrams with people. Like, hey, what's your Instagram? Or hey, what's your number? Or hey, I'm going to this event. Like, because Instagram helps you like keep up people's lives, and then it helps you remember them. Because if you get on Instagram and you keep tabs with them, you'll remember to hit them up and offer to hang out, or you can send them things and invite them up. You know, get on Instagram, go to TikTok, look for networking events. But Eventbrite is what I would recommend. I was just talking to you, Choice, about not having credit. Sorry about that. Though we was having a good one. Oh yeah, yeah, it's okay. Y'all should exchange social medias though. Y'all definitely having a good time. The video is called The Downfall of James Charles. It was uploaded yesterday, and it's a sit-down interview of the whole abuse story and James nasty stuff telling her that he calls dibs after. Wow. Oh my god. He's fucking. I gotta watch that. Oh my god. James is a freak. He's a sucker for the straight boys. Would you mind being interviewed by a spiritual content creator? I would love to hear your views about spirituality and philosophy. Sure, why not? Just literally send me an email, or if you're talking about if you're talking about doing an interview with me, or you want to refer me, just send an email or DM me. And if I don't see your email on time and it's been a few days, just comment on my recent Instagram post and be like, hey, I emailed you, and then I'll respond. Or comment on my recent YouTube video if you're not on Instagram and be like, Choice, I emailed you, and then I'll check it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Life did that to me, unfortunately. Lots and lots of trauma too. But thank you. Choice always gives good advice and always dropping gems. Favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, he's a straight guy chaser. James Charles is for real. I'm gonna watch that. But yeah, I'm gonna watch the Downfall of James video once your life ends because that tea sounds hot. It does. James Charles was doing what? He was calling dibs on his friend's boyfriend. Like I call dibs on. Oh my god, I'm gonna watch that. But thank you again for everybody that was watching this live. I've been on here for a minute. Please be sure to give this like a nice this live a nice thumbs up. I'll be sure to come on here maybe next week or the week after, or maybe next week or a couple of days. But thank you guys so much for watching this live. I greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please be sure to, follow me on Instagram, check out my Patreon, and let me know what you guys think about what I should talk about next. Send me an email, comment on here, all that good stuff. And it was a nice 3 hours and almost 40 minutes. 3 hours and 40 minutes. So I'm going to get off here in a few minutes. And yeah, thank you guys so much. You said thoughts. I don't know who the fuck that is. Bye, y'all. Bye. Bye. Good night. Take care, y'all. All right. Good night. Good night. Good night. Peace.